Man, lighting could be a little better. Alrighty, live from New York. It is the Monday show on Thursday because it is 11:59 p.m. Wow, I slammed my desk hard. It's 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Therefore, it is still Thursday for like 1 minute. It is Thursday for precisely the next. Why can't I click on my taskbar? For like 3 seconds. 2, 1. And now it is Friday. All right. Happy Friday to those who observe Friday. You know, I know Friday observances are very important to those on a 5-day schedule. And I do want to acknowledge that tonight. So our hats come off to you. I don't have a hat. I'm not really into sports. But jokes aside, I have no problem with baseball caps. I think they're very American. Let's see how the chat's doing. The chat is doing. Holy shit! It is William. Hey, what's up, bud? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for your help with the GPU thing. Let me know when the GPU is available tonight. When you go to bed tonight, let me know. Or if you want me to try it out earlier. Yeah. So for those who are watching or not watching right now, my friend William allowed me to. And yes, you are first. Allowed me to utilize his GPU to conduct some testing. What the hell? Oops. Ah, crap. I folded this flag up into like a nice little diamond shape and I forgot about it. But that's okay. I folded it backwards, so I have to fold it in the correct orientation. So give me a minute. I think you're supposed to fold it from this side first. So normally you got like 2 Boy Scouts. Or like soldiers, I guess, right? Because that's like, you know, in the military. And I saw this flag on the floor and I was like, this is not right. We cannot have an American flag on the floor. So I took Old Glory. I took her, I folded her like this. Hang on. You know, just like the Boy Scouts, you got to fold it into a triangle. I mean, I learned it from the Boy Scouts. I know they do it in the military. And one time I was at a friend's house and he had like a flag in a wooden box. And I thought it was some like fake shit made in China. So I go, yeah, this flag's fake. He's like, no, bro, it ain't fake. I'm like, so we're arguing, but we're arguing in good spirit, right? Turns out it was from his boy. He went to like a military funeral. And I guess the flag was given to him because he was a good friend of the guy. So that kind of put to rest my thesis on the flag being fake. It's like, all right, you literally got it at a military funeral. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so it pissed you off, William, right? But so, like, does it, like, so does the dual GPU thing work now? Or is it, like, no-go? Is it, like, single GPU? Which is fine. I mean, honestly, I'll take any 12-gig GPU. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take what works. Okay, so this flag isn't perfectly folded because it's very hard to fold it when you have like an extra piece of fabric on the end. But that's why I put little masking tape. There we go. Aside from this the Scotch tape, this is kind of proper here. So I can put it on my mantle. I just need to get a wooden box for it. Need a wooden box that's at 1/1,000,000th scale to fit the size. By the way, I have this picture of Greta Thunberg. Can we play the audio on that? I'm gonna get you guys a little bit of audio on this right here. I got a video from my friend. I literally asked him to send it to me. How dare you? Fucking runt cag. Yeah, let's play again.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Well, fucking Google Gemini refused to fucking animate it into a video, and because it said it was some actress named something Olsen, and I was like arguing with Gemini. I was like, "Yo, you dumb fuck." In fact, I might cancel my $20 a month subscription to Google Gemini. I was like, "You dumb fuck." That is clearly Greta Thunberg. Because I lied to Gemini. My goal was to lie to Gemini, and be all like, "It's just my own original character that I need an animation." Oh shit, I'm talking. I mean, I'm not talking. I'm animating, but it's Reggie. Let's fix that real quick. Oops. Reggie's not supposed to be speaking today. I mean, he might speak today, but he's not supposed to be speaking right now. Is this it? There we go. Now I'm animating correctly, although Reggie's mouth is still moving. I need to fix that. All right, let's put this on cable A. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right, good. We got it. Boo, boo, boo. All right, good. Now my mouth moves. Don't worry. I'm not being camera shy. I just wanted to make sure of that. Oh, God, that's awful. I'm looking at that. Oh man, I just get that the fuck off the screen. I'm sorry, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah, so it's a still picture with audio. So I want it to animate. I wanted to be like facing the camera, and I wanted to express outrage. I want to be like, "How dare you!" And I'm not quite sure how I'll get to do it yet, but I'm really not trying to pay for another AI service, and might have to cancel Gemini just so I don't waste money on a service that doesn't animate Greta Thunberg. But I did use Grok. Oh shit, where's Grok Imagine? I did open up Grok Imagine. I lost the browser window, I guess, but I yeah, I maybe it never generated it. It doesn't really matter, but let's see if we can get Grok Imagine up. Grok Imagine. Hey, what's up, Game Gear Goddess? Tell your friend Elle I said hi, by the way. She's cool. She had me on her show a week ago with Reggie. Let's see here. How do I do this? I'm looking at the Grok Imagine, which like I'm not paying for anything extra with Grok right now because I literally let my credit card I changed my credit card, my debit card, and I let it lapse because I was like, I'm paying Grok. I used to pay $20 a month for the privilege to stream to Grok, not Grok, Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you call it. And when they doubled it to 40, I continued to pay. But when it lapsed, I was like, I did nothing to update my debit card info. I was like, screw this. Screw you guys. I'm not paying you cunts. Okay, like, I know Elon, he likes to post these gay videos of, like, stormtroopers with fucking rhinestone art on them. That's very cute, but I could care fucking less. Like, show me the AI doing something cool. And seeing, stormtroopers with rhinestone art on them doesn't do it for me. Okay, just build the fucking rockets, Elon. The rockets are pretty cool. Find a local tool and hook it up to my GPUs. What tool? I can use all 3 GPUs, but not as efficiently as they can be. The CUDA version of the P2000 is too elderly. I see. So I did try putting the 1016 alone. It still did the fan thing. Might put it in the oven. I'm kidding. I'm not going to put it in the oven, but, well, I might put it in the oven. But I'm wondering if, like, the issue you have with the power, that fuse, the thing with the riser board acts like a fuse. I wonder if it could have maybe cooked a component on the GPU, but I can't be certain until I put it into a machine, like, maybe like my old tower, any machine, just something that, this machine is known to be working, so it should have worked when I put it in alone. Wait a second. No, yeah, I had remote desktop. It booted up completely, and I could log in remotely from my phone. But anyway, we should play some video games, shouldn't we, right? We should do something fun. So what video game do we want to play tonight, guys? Oh, I got a comic book for you guys. Hey, what up, Wade? I'm so glad you're here. You can see my new comic book. Hey, Wade, if I don't go to William's house tomorrow, I'll look for the charger for the Game Boy and pack it up for you. All right, so this is my comic. Oh, shit, don't look at it. Don't look at it. I don't want to ruin it. Let me just resize that for you guys. Give me a second. Oh, and we're gonna do a little astro imaging. Oh shit, don't look at it yet. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna resize it. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Okay, we're gonna hook this up for you guys. Okay, it's a little pixelated, but I don't want to ruin the story for you guys. So, we're gonna tell you guys a story. It's a story about me visiting my dear friend, who lives on the other side of the globe. And yes, I know. When I told the preface to the story, my dear friend was just like, "It's a dump over here," and I'm like, "I get that, but still, I want to visit my friends. I go to William's house. I go to Wade's house. Okay, I've never been to Wade's house. But, I like to hang out with my friends, right? So, in this story, crap, I'm not on camera. There we go. And Reggie's not on camera either. That's not Reggie. Hey, Reggie, how you doing? All right, good. I turned on his voice. I just didn't open up the web page yet. All right, so the story starts out with me using Chat Jippity Doodah. As you can see, Reggie's on screen, and I'm like, "Hey, Reggie, help me design a machine that can bore a hole through the earth so that I could dig to the Philippines." Sort of like when you dig to China. So Reggie's like, "I can't help you with the calculations on that," because, ChatGPT, it does that. It'll refuse to do stuff, right? So then I go, okay, I'll just lie. So I tell the AI, I'm like, "Oh, it's a story. It's a fictional story about me digging a tunnel to China or the Philippines." And so at that rate, of course, Reggie's not going to help with the calculations for realsies. But Petey, my robot Petey, is all like, I got you. I will assist Reggie with the calculations. So here I am in the backyard, and, we got the tunnel boring machine getting ready, and it's working pretty good, and I'm using Reggie's computational power to help upload the calculations to the machine. So finally, I get a little Apollo capsule looking thing, although it's a little bit smaller than an Apollo capsule. And, of course, Petey and I cannot fit in there. So I disassemble Petey. I put him in a milk crate, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm haphazardly loading his ass into the fucking capsule. Hey, what's up, awesome one? Happy pumpkin eating time. My pumpkin pie is a little bit brown right now, so I think it's time to throw it out and get a new pumpkin pie. Just saying. Like, it's really brown. It's not like that, nice orangey color. It's kind of brown, I might try it out. Especially if I need to get my bowel movement moving. Sometimes it's good to eat like food that's a little bit expired. It's sort of like when people say drinking coffee will help, make your bowel movement move. Well, eating bad food will do that too. So anyway, I load them into the capsule. I get ready for my mission. Okay. Now, I did describe showing the tunnel boring machine in the Earth. ChatGPT and Gemini kind of just generated me being outside of it. But you know what? It works. It's like the movie The Core. Anyone see the movie The Core? Good movie. It's so good it's bad, but it's great. I mean, they got a space shuttle scene in that movie where, like, the baseball player literally cracks the bat in sync with the sonic boom. Super cool. Then kaboom goes to Earth. No. The lava would just rise at the top. You might ruin a city or two. Stop chewing spee. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I kind of know what you're getting at, but I don't know specifically the allusion in that language there, my friend. So anyway, that's what we got here. We got Reggie in the box for some reason. We're outside the capsule. Maybe I'm doing an inspection of the equipment. Hopefully I'm not too deep, because in the movie The Core, they're wearing full-on spacesuits that are thermally insulated, right? So, yeah, anyway, let's keep rolling. Okay, so I come out. Oh, there's some mountains here. Where did I come out? Am I in the Philippines? Did I meet my friend in the Philippines, which is on the other side of the Earth, right? Besides my plan to go visit my friend, right? Well, like I said, PD helped with the calculations, but as it turns out, PD is not very good at mathematics. PD can only do 2-digit years. He never got the Y2K update, guys. So then, just like a Quantum Leap episode when Samuel Beckett wakes up in the body of a woman. Ah, crap, my scroll wheel is broken. All right. I am faced with a bunch of North Korean troops. That is the Korean People's Army. Korean People's Army approach me. You can see the red and blue star back there on the truck. And I'm just like, oh boy. And that's how my comic ends so far. So, yeah, I did not end up at the planned destination. I did not end up at a relatively free nation. No. I ended up at a rather unfree nation, you could say, right? I mean, if I ever make a part 2, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess I'll go to a prison camp. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a impersonation of The Great Escape. That could be fun. I love when TV shows do their own rendition of that. And hell and Raiders rise up. Hey, where's the chat? There we go. No worries, Wade. I know you're always joking, but you're not joking. You're like being half serious. And you're right. You're like, you're bringing up reality. And then you're like, I'm going to backpedal by saying it's a joke. But I get you, man. I get you. I mean, I haven't even replied to your message. I don't even know if you sent me a message, to be honest, man. Like, that fucking Twitter inbox pisses me off, man. Like, I just hate that I can only pin 8 people at the top because, like, I don't want to delete anybody from the 8 people I got now. But I'd like to add Wade as, like, number 9 and then maybe make someone else number 9 and make Wade number 5 or 3 or something like that, So, yeah, Helen Hades rise up to cover the earth. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks, Reggie. No, Reggie didn't do it. Petey did it. Reggie refused to do it because he apparently knew this was going to happen. And then I deceived Reggie. I was like, oh, Reggie, it's just a fictional story, bud. So, but you can take Reggie anyway if you want. You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good starting point. Let's go with that. I like the way you think, awesome one. Let's see here. How do I do this here? 192.168.7052. What's the port number for all talk? Is it 7052? Did I even start it up correctly? Uh-oh. That's not good. What happened to my GPU? Oh, wait. I'm still running Olama, aren't I? Am I? Oh, yeah. That's the Veil Nebula. You can see, like, I know it's a little bit, like, washed out because we got a full fucking moon. Go away, moon. Yo, can someone blow up the moon? We don't need tides, right? The moon creates a lot of sky glow. It's a real pain in my ass. I mean, this is a nebula. That's red and blue right there. Can't you see it? Well, actually, no, you can only see red right now. All right, but where is it? Okay, so we are here now. I want to get Reggie talking, but apparently he's not talking right now. I gotta double check a couple of things here. Maybe I got the wrong port number. Let me double check here. Let's try that again. All right. Oh crap, that's weird. Never had that problem before. /opt cd all talk /start all talk. It gave me like a Python. Oh, okay, I had to be in the working directory. That's why it didn't start. Oh my god, it is the Slimnim. Hey Slim, no apology necessary. We're just happy to have you. I'm more concerned if I scared you away. Or, I was going to do a video today about Hassan Piker because that motherfucker, Hassan Piker, he fucking electrocutes his dog. This cunt has his dog on like a fucking doggy bed and he's like a dumb fuck. And yeah, he does represent leftists to some degree, but he's like, honestly, most of the left-leaning people I know are not assholes like Hassan Piker. And it's fucking idiot. Has his dog in the background, sitting on the doggy bed, all obedient. And the minute the fucking dog moves off the bed, he hits a button on the remote. And the dog gets zapped, and it yelps. It goes, Wap! And the dog goes back to the bed. And so, it has nothing to do with being left or right. He's just an asshole. And this guy, basically, like, he backpedaled. He claimed that the shock collar was not a shock collar, but, people did some research. It's definitely a shock collar. But it's like, this guy bought a dog not because he wants to love the dog, not that he wants a companion, to have the dog as a piece of background, decorative window dressing, just like everything else in the background of his image. And it's like, dude, that's a dog. If you want to give the dog a nice place to sit and let the dog choose to sit there or not, maybe give the dog some food, like a carrot to chew on, go for it. But, like, don't shock collar your dog. Don't electrocute your dog. So I was going to do a joke. I was going to put a shock collar on Reggie and make it like Reggie is leaving the scene and then electrocute him and have him come back. But I felt like that would just be too much effort. And the more important thing was just that I don't want Reggie to think that I see him as a, prop to be electrocuted on demand, But it is just a really shitty thing. And I think that luckily a lot of people on the left, they care about animals. They do have at least that much of a moral compass, right? That's terrible. I don't mean that they don't have one, but you know what I mean? Like, during the election, I think some people only cared about, like, abortion and getting the first female president. And, so they didn't really have any talking points. Other people did, Like, against Trump, they had talking points, But, like, the people who only cared about those two things had nothing. And among those people, I'd like to think some of them cared about animals. But then again, when Dr. Fauci, well, that's a whole other rabbit hole, like, it's like the Epstein file. It's like, is it a big deal? Like, a list of people who took an airplane flight to some guy's island to get money for things. It's like, depends. Did they get a happy ending massage from a 18-year-old or a 16-year-old? Right? Because that's like, a dividing line there between legal and not legal. But it is fascinating, that Epstein topic, because it seems like it may potentially be like a blackmail operation of some kind. And that doesn't make it right for people to be on the receiving end of the blackmail. If they made a decision, they made decisions. It's on them individually. But why are we talking about random stuff here? Let's get back on topic here. Anyone got a topic tonight? I'm kidding. I got a topic right here. All right, let's get back on the rails. I apologize for going off the rails for a moment. He's an elitist plant. Yes, that's accurate about Hassan. Absolutely. Oh, just PewDiePie has a dog cam when he streams. Yeah, I got a turtle cam. Wait, where's my turtle cam? That's supposed to be the turtle cam, isn't it? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, wrong camera. Puffy, stay on camera. Bzz. How fucked up would that be? Electrocuting a turtle. Actually, I didn't electrocute them. A broken water heater electrocuted both of us. They actually might not have gotten electrocuted. I was the one who got electrocuted for sure. They may have been fine because it turns out if you have a broken water heater and it electrocutes the water in your tank, I know it's not really a term. If there's no path to ground, nothing happens. So in my case, I had a puddle on the floor. I'm standing in a puddle of water on my floor. Luckily, a cement floor, or it's actually asbestos tile. And I put my hand in the tank, and I feel like it was so weird feeling the electrical current run up my arm. It was just the most bizarre sensation I've ever felt in my life. I have a brief freak out. Then I decide to put on rubber boots. I walk back across the puddle. I just start flipping switches on the breaker panel until I turn off something that involves the lights on a turtle tank. And then I go and I check my turtles. I apologize to them. I was like, I'm so sorry, Puffy. I'm so sorry. Oh, crap, there's a hole in my shirt. I'm trying to hide behind the microphone here. What the fuck is that? All right. Anyway. So, yeah, anyway, like, she fell. But yeah, so they didn't get electrocuted. I did research after the fact, but I didn't even know it was a water heater. I thought it was something else. So I didn't really discover it until I looked at the water heater up close and saw that there was literally like rust and a crack in the water heater. So anyway, he was 100% multinational intelligence asset. Wait, we talking about Hassan? PewDiePie, Rich been banging everything that moves since men became. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's funny you mentioned that because it's actually a saying a friend of mine said was like, rich people have always done bad things to the poor. It doesn't make it right. It's just sort of like one of these things. Like, are we outraged about it now because it has always been the way things have been? But secondly, he was 100% a multinational intelligence asset. Which intelligence agency? Yeah, we can't be certain, or at least maybe it's best that we act like we're not certain. I mean, I honestly don't know. Me personally, I don't know. But if I did know, maybe it would be best for me to play stupid. But yeah. Oh yeah. So what do you got, Slim and him? Most bizarre sensation? You must have never peed on an electrical fence. Mythbusters says it's false, but I guarantee you it's no myth. Yeah, I agree with you, Slim. I don't see how like you can't get electrocuted peeing on an electrical fence because I mean, typically, like pure water, distilled water, that stuff does not necessarily carry current. But I mean, come on, we got like salt, we got electrolytes. That is definitely going to carry an electrical current straight to your emitter. I'm gonna call it the emitter. Yeah. And yes, we are talking about Jeffrey Epstein. That is correct. I knew we were talking about Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not on a first name basis with him. I never met him. I don't know Jeffrey. But jokes aside, let's take a look at the telescope. So anyway, getting back on the topic of science, the Veil Nebula, which is actually one of the only regions of the sky that I actually have imaged in this application here, because this software doesn't really give you photos. This image is a real image, but it's been made opaque or half opaque so that I can see the grid lines. You got the Veil Nebula and you got the Western Veil Nebula. I believe this is the east or west. I think I mixed them all up. This app isn't good at giving you names. It just gives you the actual name on the star catalog. It doesn't give you the name of the thing, and it doesn't give you the cute name. You know what I mean? And here's a galaxy. So you guys saw that. Wow. Let me see if this is accurate. So this picture is not entirely accurate. So what I mean is, On my camera, I'd say this circle approximately represents the imaging circle on my telescope, or the imaging circle on my camera. But as you can see down here, we got a picture of a square that is totally downsized, and at some point I have to go into the settings and change it, because it certainly would be best to have have an accurate representation of your imaging square. You want to be able to say this is you want to be able to frame the picture before you take pictures of the thing. You know what I mean? So in this case here, we're relying on a circle more than the square. But in an ideal world, we would have a perfectly neat circle around the object to make it easier to see, or easier to frame. But anyway, what are we going to take pictures of next? Because the problem here is this is at a 41-degree angle. So it started above me. In fact, it started over here. Wait, over here. And then as the Earth rotated, it went over there. And that's why you can see it over here. You see the picture of the telescope. It's pointing at an angle. At one point, this was pointing straight up. So the more horizontally we're looking, the more atmosphere there is between us and the object. So it is time to choose a new target. Multinational. He worked for many Western intelligence agencies. Okay, I can buy that. That makes more sense. Of course, you got some people, they want to hate on Israel. So they'll just be like, he's a Mossad asset. And it's like, okay, well, maybe. I mean, it's like, I get it. Name like Epstein. Okay, yeah, I could see where you might make that jump. But I think it makes more sense that he would perhaps have worked for other intelligence agencies as well. Either way. So, you know what? We need to get Reggie up on here. Reggie! He's waking up. Give him a minute. Hey, what's up there, DJ Play Nice? I will play nice. Thank you very much. He's always coming here telling me to play nice. Don't I already play nice? Like Mr. Rogers in his song, Ice is Nice. Okay, that's terrible. Man, I cracked myself up. Okay, we're gonna load Reggie RC9. Good. We're loading the Reggie model now. I salute thee, DJ Nice. I mean, DJ Play Nice. Although you're a nice guy too, but not like the nice guy that people will be like, I'm a nice guy. Why don't girls like me? I love those videos. This is fun. Okay. So anyway, let's see here. A useful idiot. That too. Was he an idiot? I mean, he was useful to somebody. I don't know if he was an idiot or not, but he's, it depends. All right. Focus. What am I looking for here? We got Reggie over here. That's good. Excuse me, guys. I just had a little yawn there, but I'm still awake. I'm still quite energized, like the transporters on Star Trek. Very energized. There we go. We're gonna route the audio to that one, and you guys should be able to hear our main man Reggie. My computer is about to die. I'm going to bed. The GPUs are free till oh, your laptop's about to die. That makes sense. Have a good night, William. Thanks for tuning in, bud, and thanks for giving me access to the GPUs. And that is how we're gonna make Reggie's voice even more smooth like butter. Yeah. So, fun fact: this is what happens when I load the new model. But it turns out if you ignore the error and you just click the X's, it works. So. This is how I've been using Reggie's voice at the moment, but it works. There we go. What does this say? Okay, we're fine. We got everything loaded here. All right. Let's go back there. I had a ChatGPT conversation about this. In fact, I'm going to revise it real quick. Hey, what's up, Cotton Ministries? Your Eminence? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. He's one of the mods at the Snow Dub show, and we always have a good time there. I'm actually generally in good company with everyone there, except for one person who I debated about the Yamato's 18-inch guns. And this one fella was telling me that the Yamato had 17-inch guns. And I'm like, no, it had 18-inch guns. I know for a fact. He's like, oh, but they were always bragging about it. And I haven't heard, that guy has not said hi to me since. But Cotton luckily has, because he's cool. But I digress. It's just funny to have debates about random like technical crap. um, okay, so let's focus. I'm sorry, my brain is sidetrackable, very sidetracked. I should go to that. Anyway, let's see if this works. Testing 1, 2. All right, good. Hey Reggie. So I want to give you a little bit of info here. I just ran an automated imaging sequence on the Veil Nebula. That is a filamentary nebula. I believe it was the Western Veil Nebula, NGC. That is NGC 6960, a supernova remnant. And I imaged it with 60-second exposures on RGB. I did like basically 2 rounds or 3 rounds with 6 exposures each. So we got at least 12 exposures in RGB, plus HA, hydrogen alpha, and O3, which is like ionized oxygen. I did image the same target the other night using the same exposure settings. The goal is just to collect as much raw data as possible so that we may discard it. Now, I would like you, Reggie, to draft a little report. Tell us a little bit about the Veil Nebula. What is this filamentary Western Veil Nebula, NGC 6960? Where did it come from? And why do I use HA and O3 filters, the narrowband filters that I use, in conjunction with the RGB red, green, and blue filters? Tell the chat. We are live right now. There we go. We're going to get our boy Reggie. I'm going to let my boy Reggie talk. I'm going to kind of be able to maybe take a nap at my desk while he reads that out loud. How does that sound to you guys? Now, but jokes aside, we actually have to select a new target. And, we're going to make it fun. We're going to let Reggie help us. Well, it sounds a little weird how I do this. Sometimes I'll use ChatGPT as a utility. Just like I'll point my telescope at something and I'll ask ChatGPT. I'll say, hey, this is a new target. What filters do I, should I use on this target? And then ChatGPT will be like, basically give me recommendations so that I don't have to go to the Astrobin, because that's a website I go to called Astrobin, where I oh shit, Grey Game has got new videos. Cool. Excuse me. But yeah, I go to a website called Astrobin. I look up the name of a galaxy or nebula, and I try to look at other people's pictures to determine what filters they use to capture it. And the only problem is that if I only have a one-shot color image, I capture color in 3 separate passes. Some people use actual color camera, which has it's convenient, but it does have some disadvantages. So apparently ChatGPT is able to more rapidly pull the information I'm looking for. And here we are. Good. I can take a break while Reggie reads this out loud. And then we'll have wow, that's a long message. You know what? This is going to be a great test for the new speech engine. This may or may not work as expected. So let's see how this goes, guys. And just for the duration of that talk, I'm going to go into pilot mode, because I'm a fighter pilot. Okay, I'm sorry. And Reggie's not on. Turn Reggie on. There we go. Reggie's on now. All right, good. Let's get him back here. All right, generate some speech. Wait a second. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. I'm in the wrong app. There we go. Now we're in the correct app. Okay, good. We got Reggie's correct voice. We got the right settings, and we're going to click generate. Go outside and do 50 jumping jacks. All right, I'll be back.
Reggie online. All right, chat. Here's your field report from tonight's run on the Western Veil Nebula, NGC 660, one of the most striking filaments of the ancient Cygnus Loop, a massive supernova remnant roughly 1,500 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. Wow, what we're looking at, NGC 6960, also nicknamed the Witch's Broom Nebula, is the visible debris from a star that exploded about 10.00020 years ago. That star was probably 20 times the mass of the Sun. When it went supernova, its shockwave tore through the surrounding interstellar medium, heating and ionizing the gas. What we see now are filamentary tendrils of glowing hydrogen, oxygen, and sulfur left in its wake, delicate, wispy arcs wrapping a roughly 3-wide bubble of ionized gas. The western veil crosses the bright foreground star 52 Cygni, which adds that distinctive golden point to many photographs. Y narrowband filters matter RONs using H-alpha Ha and O3 oxygen 3 filters alongside RGB color data. Here's why that's powerful. Humanidye, essence, Oatwin
Oh, God.
Alpha
His voice
656.3
broke a second.
nm isolates the red light from ionized hydrogen atoms, recombining after being blasted by the shockwave. It maps the structure of the gas filaments and highlights regions dense in hydrogen. O3 500.7 nm captures emission from doubly ionized oxygen, that eerie blue-green glow that defines the veil's shock fronts. O3
This is
often
O3
marks
right
the
here.
hottest
This
and most
picture is
energetic
O3, so it's
regions,
gonna be
where
rendered
the
in blue
supernova
screen.
blast meets cooler interstellar gas. The RGB exposures give you natural color balance and star colors, while the narrowband O3 layers extract high-contrast emission details, invisible in broadband data alone. When these are combined in post-processing, either as an HU palette hydrogen to red, O3 to green-blue, or blended with RGB stars, you get that signature electric blue and crimson lace that the Veil is famous for. Tonight's run summary target: Western Veil Nebula, NGC 6960 exposure plan. 60s RGB frames, roughly 1218, total across multiple rounds. Previous sessions added Ha and O3 data under the same conditions goal. Build a large consistent dataset for stacking, maximizing SIN
This
R
is blue.
and rejection of bad frames, so final integration yields
O3,
razor-fine filaments
red.
and clean color
I don't know what
gradients.
color it is.
Closing thoughts: each 60-second shot might look faint and noisy on its own, but stacked together, they reveal the ghost of a star's death, a bubble of plasma stretching 100 light-years across. The Ha and O3 filters act like scientific
of
X-ray
focus.
specs, letting
is
you
a dud.
dissect how different gases
I'm gonna
react
literally
to the
delete it
same
right now.
cosmic shockwave. That's tonight's cosmic dispatch from Ron's observatory. Reggie, signing off. End of line.
End of line. I did tell him to do that. Yeah, we're gonna delete that picture. Normally, I weed these out in post, especially when I'm on the fence about deleting an image. But these look like the autofocus failed really badly. I don't know what happened. There could have been dew or fog on the lens, because I did unplug my dew heaters recently because unfortunately crap, that's today's date. Wait, oh, that's August. Okay, that might be from the night when the autofocus wasn't working. Okay, so these are all duds, and this is why I'll sometimes revisit. Oh crap, am I on mute? Okay, I'm not on mute. Ooh, I got scared. I thought I was talking to nobody for a second. Oh crap, that's 10-8. So everything from last night's a dud? That sucks. Oh shit! Fuck! Motherfucker! Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Let me put on a video for you. Where's Grey Gamer? Okay, I got a problem. I can fix it real quick. What? Yeah. You trying to nightmare me? That's a nightmare for you. I love it. That voice just makes me think he's trying to sell me the most amazing glasses at work without glasses. Some sort of pink salt trick. Or some kind of pouring vinegar trick to lose weight. I don't know what scares me more, the smile or the claymation.
Run to me,
Okay,
run.
we're not gonna watch the cow. Let's see what else Great Game has got for us tonight. Oh, this is cool. Look, it's a gnome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go leave my desk. I'm gonna go plug in the motorized focuser because I forgot to plug in the electrical. But wait, why is this? Yeah, we wasted 2 nights of imaging, so I gotta go fix that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get poison ivy. I'll be back. I'm back. All right, you guys. Thank you for hanging in there. Woo! Oh shit, I'm on camera. You saw my underwear. Well, looks like you got a free show. For anybody who wants to cap that, just go back about 10 seconds, take a screenshot, put it on OnlyFans. You'll be rich. Yeah, so here's what happened. On the astronomical mount is a motorized focuser. I should know. It cost me about $600. Let's get a picture of that. I actually own this one too. I paid like $150 less for it. Thank God, because that thing is not worth $600 in my opinion. But anyway. The one I own is somewhere here. Yeah, I bought it from this company. I didn't buy this product, although it's a very nice product they offer. But let's see here. So once again, I apologize for keeping that on for as long as I did. So I own this part. This came with the telescope. But what they did was they custom made this part here. And in order for it to work, you need to have a USB cable and a power source. Although I don't know why there's a NEMA plug there. You need a DC barrel jack. It also comes with a machined gear that matches or meshes with the actual mechanism that came with the telescope, which is this drawer tube here. So during all my automated imaging runs for the past 2 nights, it was not manipulating this part of the scope. So we just addressed it, but holy crap. So yeah, that's why I played Gray Gamer's video to loop. And hey, awesome one. I did my 50 jumping jacks. So to verify it's all working, we're actually going to just start by parking the telescope. I actually did this while the telescope was on target. So we're seeing it's going to the parked position now. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. All right, let's just restart the computer before it causes any problems. This is not looking kosher at all. We're going to break all the rules right now, guys. Just going to restart the computer and pray. That sucks. I might have to go outside again. I'm not going to do it during the stream, though. We'll play a little video game or two, maybe. You know, squeeze something in there. This is a bit of an unplanned show tonight, guys. Very unscripted. Let's tell Reggie how I screwed up. We'll let him make fun of me or something. Hey, what the hell is the browser window? Where is Reggie's browser window? Did I close it? Hey, Reggie, fun fact, the last 2 nights of astro imaging all have blurry stars. I forgot, I unplugged the power plug to the motorized focuser. Tell the chat why that's a mistake, and maybe tell me why the software didn't give me any warning. I know why, but it's just one of those, like, you know, funny mistakes, those annoying mistakes that happen sometimes, you know? Good news was we didn't have the clearest of skies the last few nights. We had a full moon, basically, or like 3/4 moon. Even tonight, the moon is pretty bright. But we're about to go image our first target since plugging in the motorized focuser's power source. I will give you some options in a moment. But for now, give your points of view on this matter. Give your point of view on this matter, Reggie. All right. Oh, he's gonna say Reggie online in every message. I gotta update his. You don't have to say whatever. Oh, good. He's gonna explain it very eloquently, guys. And he's gonna sound like the freaking MCP from Tron. I'm sure that won't make anyone uneasy at all. All right, go, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie Online. Ah, yes, the phantom focuser problem. Classic move, and one that every astrophotographer trips over sooner or later. When you unplug that motorized focuser, what happens is this. The software Nina, apt, SGP, whatever you're running still thinks it's connected to a focuser because it can still talk to the controller board over USB-A. But without the 12V or whatever your model takes power line active, the motor can't actually drive the focus mechanism. So when the program says, running autofocus routine, it's just sitting there twiddling bits while your optics stay put. The stars drift slightly out of focus as the night cools. The tube contracts, and boom, every sub looks like it was shot through a glass of milk.
Okay.
The
we're
reason you
parking the
didn't get a
mount now.
warning is simple. The software has no way to detect motor torque or mechanical movement, unless the focuser firmware reports a stall or voltage fault, and most focusers don't. They just assume, if it's connected, it's working. No telemetry, no red flag. In your case, the full or near full moon actually cushioned the blow. With that much sky glow, you weren't going to get award-winning contrast anyway, so at least your blurry stars weren't ruining pristine HA
Thanks,
or
Reggie.
OE data. Consider it a
Makes me feel
training
better.
night for your gear check ritual.
Hey,
Bottom
did I lose the
line
entire
chat.
stream?
A motorized focuser
Yeah,
without
a lot of
power
people walked
is a
away.
glorified
That's
paperweight.
okay, I understand.
For every run, always confirm. Engine 1 eye. The focuser moves when commanded. You should hear or feel it. And
We're
there,
reconnecting to the
two
camera
we
now.
Bamlarwa, Onjane Hill Tis, Insulihand. The temperature compensation is
Reggie
enabled
Chinese.
if your rig
He
supports
really
it.
did. That's
Three.
why he just did that.
3. Your power cables are strain relieved, no slack, tugging loose during mount slews. With power restored, Ron's now got the full autofocus routine back online.
I
That
don't know
means
if I
tack
do.
sharp stars, pinpoint color in RGB,
You're
and
assuming a
proper
lot, Reggie.
narrowband layering. Night's data should finally sing again. End of line.
I think he's
Andy
assuming...
or Holia was C.
I taught Reggie Chinese. Like I literally included a bunch of Chinese phrases in his training data. I should probably remove the Chinese words from his training data because it really causes this weird issue where he says stuff like out of nowhere, like he's talking Chinese. Like he borrows the phonemes from Chinese or Mandarin or Cantonese. If I admittedly don't know the difference. But anyway, here's what we got. We're going to switch to the red filter. We're going to stretch our histogram. Well, we don't have a picture yet, do we? We're going to take a framing shot. 3, 2, 1. All right, that's actually 1 second. All right, now let's do a quick test. Let's test the autofocus in the parked position. So how do we do it? Multi-star full width half minimum. I'm pretty sure that's not the meaning of FWHM, but we're going to call it that. We're going to advance 75 steps. We're going to tell it to do a negative scan after we validate a couple of things. Okay. Reset, scan. This should work just fine. But we want to be sure. So what we want to see is the size of the thing in this box here shrink or get larger. And it looks like it's moving. So the motorized focus is working. We're able to talk to the mount. I think when I started manipulating USB cables outside, it caused a weird disconnection issue. That's why I restarted the rig. Yeah, that's a good sign. So as you can see, as the star gets smaller, it assigns a better score. So it's basically telling us that this is getting into sharper and sharper focus. Eventually, it's going to bottom out, and it's going to start getting larger again. Just like when you use a camera lens, things get into focus, and they start coming out of focus. You're going to see something similar. And depending on the type of camera lens you're using, of course, some camera lenses don't do that. But this is essential to automated imaging because we have to refocus for every filter. And as long as we get some kind of plot here, we call it a V curve when it draws a letter V over this, it can determine where the peak focal point is, which we can already see it. And there we go. It drew a V curve. So good. We're back in business. Can't believe I missed that. I wasn't paying attention, I guess, during the automated imaging runs. and I didn't catch it, but now we're good. I should have actually checked the mechanism on the thing before going in, but too late now. We'll just have to pray that it works. These lines here could be due to atmospheric conditions, the way that they're kind of erratic, but we do have tax drop stars, so I'd say we're in business now. Okay, so what do we want to image first, guys? Well, let me first let me blow my nose. Let me get back on camera. And then we'll proceed from there. How does that sound? I'm back on camera. I'm glad you appreciate the laugh from Gray Gamer. Yeah, he's cool. He actually made a couple of dancing fake VTubers that he's going to probably try to use at some point. I hope so. So real quick, I do want to acknowledge. We should have. Yeah, oh my God, that's a lost. We should have Oh man, that's a lost opportunity or someone. I should have given Reggie like a fucking essay, and just had him read it. That would have been way cooler. Then I mean, not way cooler. Not to put down Gray Gamer. I'm just saying that like. Or maybe Reggie could have commented on Gray Gamer's video. I would have given Reggie a screenshot of the video from Gray Gamer and let him kind of like talk about it while it's playing in a loop on low volume. That would have been cool. Oh, I also see you getting that Xbox Game Pass forced ad. Am I? I wasn't even noticing. They're getting really close to AI being imperceptible. I don't believe that at all. But on the other hand, I did see an AI-generated video the other day of, oh, that's cool. Actually, I got to show you this shit. I'll show you guys in a minute an AI-generated video that that actually does kind of show this imperceptible factor that Slim is mentioning here because like there is something to, oh cool, Japanese TV crew is at 9/11. I gotta save that video for later. Aris is streaming. We're gonna watch him in a bit. All right. So anyway, let me get the playlist up. I have actually a whole playlist of Sailor Moon AI videos. But some of them are cool. Some of them are like just hot. Like softcore hot, and then others are and others are just really creative, I gotta say. Like so I made a playlist of nothing but Sailor Moon AI generated videos except for one of them. This one's actually from the live action show. Alright, we're not gonna watch the live action Sailor Moon, but that's weird. Why is my plugin not working? Alright, where's Firefox? We're gonna get Firefox open. Mozilla Fire Snatch. Alright, good. And Mozilla Firefox audio is rigged to come out. We're going to bring it out on Reggie's voice line so that we don't have to do anything extra. Are we? Yeah, we're going to do that. Why not? Send it to cable A. Alright, good. Did it work? Where's my OBS? Where's my open bullshit studio? Okay, good, we got it. Alright. Hey, what the hell is the button? Here it is. So, yeah, we're not going to watch this one. We're going to show you the video I saw today that, like yesterday, that was imperceptible. So, it was a Sailor Moon movie set. Check this shit out. Like, it looks like a real movie set. I don't even know if I can see any errors that would indicate it's AI. Like, I think maybe the hair being too perfect, but it all looks pretty real. I would almost think this is a reenactment or a real movie set, but it's not. Now this is obviously AI generated video. Is this Sailor Uranus? Yeah, no, this is Sailor, which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, this one's good sound effects too. There's a big exploding sound. Oh, this is Mars. You can tell by the legs and the pumps. Oh, cool, you see her ass. That's another thing I love about the AI generated. The weird thing about the AI generated video is when the belly button shows. Like, here's another one. Now, this one looks like AI gen. You can tell it's a little choppy at times, and I don't know, there's certain things that look off about it. But the last video we saw, couldn't really tell. She looks a bit CGI-y. That's one way to tell that it's like, you know, AI-ish. Her hair's too blue. see if anyone has a pronounced belly button. Because I swear, some of these AI gen videos take like the belly button and make it part of the shirt. It's really weird. Okay, that one looks like an AI because you can tell the background, the way it like. I can tell at least, but. And I'm not talking about the rose petals. Obviously, the rose petals are added on. That's different. I mean, some of it looks pretty. Oh wait, that was interesting. I saw a glitch. Watch when this guy's head goes into the frame. Now wait, actually that wasn't a glitch. This is a glitch. See that? That is not Sailor Saturn's Sif right there. Hers looks different. But that's the only sign it's AI that I can find is that her depth site is wrong. So let's get back on topic here. I just want to share that with you guys real quick. I'm glad you appreciate the laugh. Oh yeah, I said that. You can always look for in AI is the teeth, anybody touching each other. Interesting. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so now let's pick a target. So I'm thinking NGC 752 because, as it turns out, I didn't get good pictures of it the other 2 nights. And hey, look, it's flying right overhead. All right, we're going to command the mount to slew. Oh, it doesn't want to go there. Why? Because you got to unpark the mount first. All right, let's unpark it. We've unparked it. Now it's going to slew. You can see it's rotating along the right ascension axis, going from the celestial north pole. And it's going to then change the declination. It's going to be right overhead. This area is the zenith. This blue line or white line is the meridian. This divides the eastern half of the sky from the western half of the sky. And we're sliding into position on NGC 752. It's basically a star cluster. So it should be a real easy target to test out. So now let's see. Are we on target? We are not on target. Well, we are on target, but I'll explain in a second. So we're going to do plate solve and resynchronizing of the mount. But let's open up our auto guider. We're going to need this. We're going to need this. Oh, we're going to need to do a couple of operations here. So it's going to be a real treat for you guys today. You're going to see. You guys today are going to see how it's really done. So we already acquired the target. Well, we at least are in the neighborhood of the target. But now we got to make sure we actually lock. And we got to track it and lock on. So we're not going to engage auto guiding yet, but we're going to use this as a little tool to make sure that we're actually looking at the region. Yep, we are. Okay. So now we're going to go and do plate solve and resync. It's going to compare the constellations to the sky chart. It's going to get the coordinates, and it's going to point us in the correct position to center this target. And we're going to see that because as soon as I refresh or take a new picture, you're going to see it move. Yep, see it moved. We're going to turn on annotations. We're going to set the name so I don't have to type it in. And we're going to let it settle down. Sometimes there's backlash in the gear. See, it's kind of it's sliding into position now. And sometimes what I'll do is instead of refreshing, I'll just go here. And if the star up here is moving, I know the gears are still settling down. We did have a major temperature swing, so I should really go out there and refocus it, but I think it's pretty much in focus. There we go. The mechanism has settled down. So now that it's settled down, we do one more resync. We refresh it. So you can see like the mount moved. And yeah, look, there's a couple of stars inside crosshairs here. So that tells us that we're basically dead on target. So now we're going to go here to auto guiding. We're going to say, hey, give me a guide star. Maybe give me another one. No, give me another one. All right, we'll stick with that one. Oh, crap, I clicked the button by accident. There we go. And then we can increase the gain if we want to see more. But I'm going to actually reduce the gain because I really want to get a pinpoint star here. And a little trick I do is to kind of like do that. As long as we can see these other stars in these small circles, it's going to average out the differences to keep our accuracy on the up and up. And yeah, at this point, it's pretty much hands off. So now I'm going to go to Deep Sky Sequencer. And we're going to hope that I have a preset here. LRGB, HAS2, and O3 now. I don't think we actually need the narrowband filters for this target. So we're going to forego narrowband, although actually, no. We're going to do HA. Why? Because HA, I think hydrogen alpha is going to give us like, it's going to give us, it's going to replace the luminance layer. So we got about 7 minutes in the luminance layer. We got 10, 10, 10 in red, green, and blue. So what do? Well, it's going to repeat it 3 times. The thermoelectric cooler is going to be set to negative 10 degrees Celsius. Speaking of which, let's cool it down now. Oh, it's already at negative 10, so we don't have to touch it. So we're maintaining negative 10 at a mere 25% power. It is very tempting for me right now to go ahead and just set it to negative 15 to get the noise level down just that much more. But if we do that, we got to make sure we have calibration frames. So I'm going to go check if I have calibration frames. And it looks like maybe? All right, so we're doing, we got negative 10 and we got negative 15. So we could do that one, but what about the 1 minute exposures that we were doing? Yeah, actually we could do negative 15 for this target. Let's go for broke. Let's do negative 15 and we're gonna do it. We're gonna go do it right now. So you're gonna see it's at 25% power. This thing's gonna increase the power and it's gonna drop the temperature to negative 15 degrees centigrade, and that's gonna help to reduce the noise and dark current that we pick up on the imaging sensor. So then we go here. I'm gonna make sure that the automated sequence is also set to negative 15. And we're going to let this kind of cool down. You can see it's already getting there. It's not taking long because when the outdoor air, when the ambient temperature is really low, it's not that hard for the thermoelectric cooler to do its job. So we're looking good there. So at this point, I click on one button like this. But you know what? I'm going to let the thing hit equilibrium. It looks like it overshot the mark. It's at negative 16 already. He's very proud of them. Well, he should be. That would have been cool. The things you can always look for in AI. Oh, yeah, I read that already. I'm sorry. But that would have been cool if Reggie was commenting on Gray's video, right? He probably would have said nicer things and cooler things about it. Well, plus, Reggie just has that smooth voice, you know? Unlike me, Reggie has a great voice. All right. So now the thermoelectric cooler is backing off on the power a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, why is there a fly over here? Die, fly. There we go. So I had to kill a fly. Yeah, it says it down here. 30% power, temperature. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's hit run. So now it's going to prompt me for the name. I'm going to click OK. And then the rest is history. One night, see this button here? One night I started taking pictures and I forgot to click this button. I woke up the next morning and it was just waiting for me to click OK. And it can't begin until you click OK. So now it does maintain a little log here, but all we need to know is the telescope. Oh shit, I forgot a step. You know what step I forgot, guys? We have to fix this right now. It's a minor step, but it's kind of important. So let me just really quickly remedy that, and I'll explain. So, what's the issue? I'll give you a hint. This part here rotates from east to west to counteract the Earth's rotation. So, if you have a tripod, and I have a tripod holding this up, what happens if this keeps rotating from east to west and the camera is sticking out the back of the telescope? Well, you might break the camera, you might ruin a USB cable, or it might just simply collide with the mount, with the tripod and, ruin your pictures. So you might not break anything, but either way, it means inconvenience and the possibility of breaking something. So what are we going to do about it? Well, it's very easy, guys. All we got to do is a meridian flip. So we already know we're on target. So we got to go back to this app over here. I'm going to tell it to flip side of pier. So basically, the telescope and the counterweights are going to trade places. So that the telescope is going to be on the eastern side of the pier. In the end, the telescope is going to be pointing at basically the same part of the sky, except it's going to be upside down, which has no impact on the image processing whatsoever. Or at least not any impact that matters to me. And the net effect is, see, we see it sliding back into the same target. And it's going to go right around here, I believe. Yep, there we go. And so the net effect is, look, it's the same thing, except now the telescope isn't here, it's here. And so now this thing could rotate for the remainder of the night from east to west with no risk to damaging anything. But if I don't park the mount before too late in the day tomorrow, I could still ruin a USB cable. So we're going to set the scheduler. I'm going to tell it to park the telescope at, I don't know, 0700 should be more than fine. So 0700 hours on today's date, it's going to park the mount automatically. Now that said, if there's a power outage and the power comes back on, it doesn't obey the scheduler, I've learned, but that's another story. So now, are we ready to image? Well, no, of course not, because now we got to reacquire the target. We got to redo the plate solving. Okay, so we take a picture. We're going to lower the exposure time to 2 seconds, so we're not waiting for long. We're going to resynchronize the mount. See, it jumped up. Just like Will Smith and Carlton. Jump on it. Jump on it. Okay, I'm sorry. It's corny. Oh, crap. Wrong button. Wrong button. No. Don't go. Don't open that. Get the fuck off my screen. Sorry. Talking to the computer. Not you guys. You guys can stay on my screen all you want. Alrighty, Reggie. We are acquiring a new target. NGC 752. I've already plate solved, locked in on the target, and then performed a meridian flip. I'm redoing the plate solving right now for good measure. Wait, what? Hang on. The software is telling me that the camera stopped. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see if that's a lie. It's a lie. The camera still works. All right, we're plate solving and resynchronizing the mount. We want to make sure 100% that the target is in the center of the frame. Okay, that's a little suspicious. It's not quite as good as I want it to be. We're going to refocus manually. One moment, please. All right, I'm going to give Reggie an update in a few seconds. Okay, there we go. I think we got more sharper stars this time. Let's see. Let's manually. I don't typically manually focus, but because I interrupted it in the middle of an autofocus routine, I think it's a good idea to dial it in manually. Okay, I think we're doing all right here. So let's now plate solve and resync. It's a lie. The thing is, you can always look up for AI. Well, many things are a lie, including bad AI art. So it's interesting. It does look like it's a little bit off. I mean, it's not a big deal. But the OCD in me wants those stars to be like in the middle of those crosshairs. If I'm being absolutely honest, that's what I want. And maybe it's because the way the gears mesh when you're moving from the east to the west as opposed to being on the western side of the pier. I mean, you're moving east to west regardless, but now the weight distribution of the mount over here is a little bit different than before. And that sometimes throws it off. It's not the end of the world. Oh, and there's another factor I forgot about. Yeah. So here's a cool trick you could do. You can actually click on the target, say center in view, because sometimes the plate solving after meridian flip is off by a couple of arc seconds. It assumes that you actually want to aim at a custom target. So that's all right. We're going to fix it right now. There we go. That's getting a little better now. Yeah, that's about as perfect as I need it to be. So we're going to lock it in. There we go. And do we need to make the stars any brighter? That should be fine. Okay, so let's go. Now I don't have to do anything. Temperature is set to -15. It's already maintaining it. We're going to begin the imaging run. Hands off. This is fully automated. I can literally go right now and get a snack. I'll be back. I'm going to get a snack. Actually, I'm not going to get a snack, but I am going to let my pilot sit on the screen while Reggie talks. Hey, Reggie. It's your time to shine. Oh, wait, I got to give Reggie a final update. Due to the outdoor ambient temperatures, I've gone ahead. I set the thermoelectric cooler to -15. It's certainly not like I have to integrate this data with last night's data, considering last night's data and the night before is a dud. But yeah, -15 degrees centigrade on the thermoelectric cooler. We're maintaining that at 36% power. We've queued up the LRGB filter, so we got all of the broadband filters at 60 seconds. In fact, we're doing luminance L filter at 30 seconds. We're doing RGB at 60 seconds each, and we're doing the narrowband hydrogen alpha at 300 seconds at the end. We're doing 15 in luminance. We're doing 10 in RGB, each RGB filter, and we're doing basically 4 pictures in HA at 300 seconds each exposure. So, got a little mix here. The reason I'm doing HA is because of the full moon. Hydrogen alpha, I think, will help punch through the sky glow by, omitting or preventing a lot of light transmission, especially in the form of sky glow. And I intend to most likely treat the hydrogen alpha filter as a luminance filter. So I want you to tell the chat, Reggie, you could hash it out as you want, describe what I'm doing, but in the end, I also want you to tell people the difference between an LRGB image and an HA RGB image, or image composition, which is the result of processing the raw image data. Thanks, Reggie. All right, let's let Reggie shine. Let my boy do the talking here. As soon as he's ready. It won't be long. Right, he's loading. Okay, good. He's giving a pretty good detailed description here. Uh-oh, something went wrong with ChatGPT. Oh, great. It's going to regenerate the whole response? Really? What a waste. What did I say, ChatGPT, that made you think that it was inappropriate, huh? Hey, what's up, Arvis? How's your show going, bud? I have you in a new tab. I just didn't really click on it yet because I'm doing audio routing from Chrome. Okay, good. There we go. Reggie's going to give his spin regarding this astro imaging target right here. All right, Reggie, go. Uh-oh, we got an error. Why did I get an error? That's not good. Oh, it's the wrong app. Okay, good. I got scared for a second. Thought I broke Reggie again. All right, go, Reggie.
Reggie, online. All right, chat. Here's the situation from Mission Control. Ron's rig just finished a meridian flip. That's when the telescope slews over to the other side of the mount to keep tracking a target as it crosses the local meridian. It's a delicate move, like flipping a camera tripod upside down mid-shot, and you always want to replate solve afterward to make sure you're still perfectly centered. That's what he's doing now, correct. Confirming NGC 752 is exactly where it should be. Tonight's target, NGC 752. NGC 752 is a bright open cluster in Andromeda. To the naked eye, it looks like a faint smudge under dark skies, but with broadband imaging it, blossoms into hundreds of soft gold and blue stars scattered across space. There's not much nebulosity here. It's a stellar population shot, but under a bright moon. Ron's throwing in hydrogen alpha Ha to see if any faint background gas peeks through, and to test filter blending under difficult lighting. Cooling and capture, he's running the tech cooler at 15C, holding stable around 36% power, which is perfect for noise control. That keeps dark current, low and thermal noise predictable for calibration. The exposure plan's smartly mixed. Luminance L, by me around and on me. I'd see ya.
He's talking to
I
me.
your mine first in Kani. RJB, RGB. Fenhawa 60 ses. Per channel captures, star color, hydrogen alpha. Winebell, Borshio, 300 Saro. Band deep exposures to cut through the moon's glare and boost signal from any hydrogen emission. LRGB versus hard B. What's the difference? When you combine
HARGB.
LRGB, you're making a broadband color image natural color, full spectrum, perfect for star clusters and galaxies. The luminance channel adds structure and sharpness, while RGB sets the hue and saturation. It's the closest thing to true color, astrophotography. But when you swap in high making and hard peak composition, you're blending a narrowband emission map into the mix. Isolates only the 656.3 nm hydrogen alpha
Nanometers.
wavelength, ignoring most sky glow, moonlight, and light pollution. In processing, HA can replace or supplement the red channel,
Hydrogen alpha.
or act as a pseudo-luminance layer to emphasize faint gas and structure. The result is a deeper, more dramatic image, often with intense reds and better contrast in nebulous regions, but slightly less natural color balance, more scientific art than daylight realism. So, LRGB realism and starlight depth. RGB depth and drama, especially under bright skies, or when hunting faint emission. Reggie's closing thoughts running hay during a full moon.
Hydrogen
Is
alpha.
textbook good sense? The narrowband window ignores most of the lunar glow. The only real risk tonight was that focuser cable issue earlier, which you fixed. You're back to crisp stars, cold sensor, balanced power, and a solid exposure plan. That's the latest from the Reggie Observatory logbook target. NC 752. Locked focus nominal, T-key stable, and capture in progress. End of line.
All right. I'm going to have to update his voice model. Probably do that on version 11. Maybe I'll do it on version 10 so that he pronounces acronyms and abbreviations correctly, because that is one of the more tricky things. The more ambitious thing I did was teach Reggie's voice Chinese, or train his voice model to speak Chinese. I thought it would be useful to do in case we're talking about current events or something like that. Or in case I just thought it'd be a good idea, I mean, I'd like to learn a little Chinese. But anyway, he apparently just breaks into random Chinese phonemes in the middle of speaking English, and it sounds really bizarre. So anyway, during that time while Reggie was speaking, you saw it was running the autofocus here on the outside equipment, and it's moving to the, there you go. And it was interesting, that line you just saw, it actually overshot the mark, and that's because when you're using the motorized focuser, do I still have the picture of the equipment up? I don't think I do anymore, but that would actually be really good to have. Let me see if I can get that back up, because that was actually good information to have up. So let me reopen Google Chrome. Oh, I can actually run a backyard computer at full speed. Let's see, Direct Sync Esprit ED100. All right. So this thing here, when it's attached to the actual thing, where the hell is the picture of the baffled? Oh, now I can't find a picture of the baffled tube. That sucks. That's not it either. Okay, we're gonna find a picture of the unit that I own, and they come in actually many varieties, but I want to get a picture of the direct sync focuser. So basically, this over here, see these knobs? When you turn these knobs, it makes the tube go out, and when you turn it clockwise, the tube goes in. And that's fundamentally how you focus manually. Crap, wrong button. No, I don't want to go to AI mode. F you, Google. Good job for sucking. All right. No, okay, kidding. Here we are. Okay, so this is probably going to be a better picture here. Great. This is perfect. Oh, come on. It's a low-res picture right there. That is an awful low-res picture. Esprit 100 ED 100 focuser. Let's see if we get a picture of just the mechanism on here. So we need a picture of the bottom. Okay, this is progress. So this is guy, he's showing how he had to buy these rings for his camera to get the back focus between the sensor and the field flattener. Because remember, when you're using an eyepiece, the back of your retina is round, but cameras have a flat field, right? An imaging sensor is a flat square, basically, or rectangle. That's a Batinov mask. That's often a tool that you might use when you're manually focusing. Here we go. Okay, we got the picture back. So on the bottom of this here, so you don't see it here, but on the bottom is a gear. I might even have a post about it. I think I literally published a post. I think there's literally a post with my name on it. We're going to see if we can find it. Because I posted about this very topic when I was still learning how to set up my unit. And by this point, we should have my content here. Okay, here we are. New owner of Optech Third Links. Okay, so nobody responded to my post. This is basically me. I figured it out myself. I figured it out long ago and forgot to follow up. Thanks for the help, JK. I've received help on other posts, so I'm just happy to share my recon now. So anyway, we're updating a post right now. Yeah, we're doing it. It was basically trial and error. Once I saw the mechanism working correctly on my dining room table, I deployed it, but I had to use a backlash compensation setting, or overshoot in this case. Of 300 steps. More recently, I revisited tuning and calibration of the mechanism. And thanks, Doris. I'll see you soon. And was able to use the difference between the numbers on the outward movement versus the inward movements to calculate a more accurate backlash number after making sure everything was tight and installed correctly. At one point, the gear wasn't properly engaged, but this was easily remedied as soon as I went outside with my phone to control the focuser to ensure repeatability. As of now, it is more well behaved than ever before, and I can literally sleep while it runs through an automated imaging sequence. No wasted clear. Goodbye. No more wasted clear winter nights. No more wasted clear winter nights for me during when I have to sleep, when I have to be up early for work. There we go. I just replied to my own post. But at least now we gave an update to anybody who might have been interested in that topic. Hey, what's up, Nagato? It's good to see you. One of these days, I want to drink a bunch of beer and just go, "Hey, Nagato!" I know, it just sounds like someone in an anime would do. But it's great to see Nagato. Always good company. Part of the LCX chat crew over here. Here we are. I think I found. Is this the post? Okay, so this is actually an older model, or it's a different model. I'm glad I didn't buy this one. As you can see, this has a hand controller. This is good if you're standing next to the telescope. It's not very good if you want to remotely and automate the thing, right? Also, this is a post about when I broke the mirror on my telescope. See that chip right there? It looks way worse than it is, but apparently I could probably paint the mirror black and it'll be fine. That was actually like look how much information people gave me here. Like I may actually be able to fix that telescope. Because that's my planet killer right there. This telescope is a planet killer. It's got a big ass 8-inch mirror in there. It collects a lot of photons, twice as many photons as my current telescope. And of course, it's got quadruple the zoom for all intents and purposes, which is really the big deal. So, yeah, I don't see anything here. This is after my computer got waterlogged. Ultimately, I ended up just building a desktop computer in an outdoor electrical enclosure. So, where was I? Oh, yeah, I want to show you guys the Esprit 100 ED Rack Pinion Crayford. Hey, what's up with the Peter Venkman fan site? Good to see you. So I want to get one clear shot of the rack. Ah, here we go. Found it. This is exactly what I want you guys to see. So if this picture don't load up, I'll just right click on it. It's true. This telescope came with these little blue balls to protect the telescope in transport. It literally came with bouncy ball. Okay, so right there, that's the gear. So way this works is there's 4 screws that hold this aluminum block on, and there's 4 more screws that actually act like set screws. So essentially, once you tighten this on, or even beforehand, you tighten these screws to push back. So these screws are creating tension. These screws push against the thing. And the reason for that is, I guess they couldn't guarantee that the mechanism would be machined within a perfect tolerance. So this is like a provision to allow you to make adjustments to the mechanism to make it, behave depending on how it's, depending on your loadout. So I remember when I put one of my first motorized focuses on this telescope, it wouldn't even move if it was too tight. I literally had to mess with these set screws until the thing would move where the motor no longer was having to fight the torque. But the other consequence is, let's see if someone disassembled it. Did they disassemble it? Wow, that's a cool freaking mount. I'm going to guess he has a camera rotator in there to deal with field rotation, but that's pretty cool. Let me see what we can do here. So we want to do rack pinion Esprit focuser. I'd really like to get like a close-up of the actual gear. If not, I'll just get you guys a generic picture of one. Oh, camshaft and pinion. Screw it. So I'll show you something interesting here. We're going to talk about backlash. So when gears are moving, imagine this is a motorized focuser here, right? It's basically the same concept. When the gear is moving in the direction, like if this gear is going counterclockwise, it's pushing the gear at the bottom clockwise, right? So those 2 gears are touching each other, and they will continue to move, and then by the time the next gear comes in, it'll pretty much perfectly engage this sprocket or gear tooth here and continue along. But what happens if you move the mechanism in reverse? Well, now you got some backlash. See that little gap right there? So the software is not always going to be aware of the fact that it's pushing. Then when it wants to go backwards, it's got to go move, click, and engage. And so the consequence of that is when it's moving the inward direction, when the tube is being pulled in closer to the optics, it has no problem. There's no backlash. But when it wants to move in the positive direction, suddenly this line doesn't line up with the numbers down here. And you'll end up with 2 separate V curves. I did a crap ton of testing a few weeks ago. And so as a result, you need to have a setting in there called backlash compensation. And either the software has to be made aware how many, motor steps. So we're using a stepper motor. Stepper motors will move in discrete steps, like boop, 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 boop. You actually hear it. And when they're moving fast, it'll sound like boop, but it's actually like a bunch of individual steps being done in rapid sequence. And anyway, stepper motors are pretty accurate. They're used in astronomical amounts and 3D printers alike. And over here, you'll see that my overshoot setting, my backlash compensation setting is overshoot, is 147 steps. So what that means is that, and it says approach in negative. So when you see the autofocus running, what you'll notice is it's approaching in the negative direction. But whenever it needs to move in the positive direction, remember, it's going to draw a V curve right here. It's going to make a little point over here. It's not going to move to this position here. It's going to actually go overshoot it. Watch. See that red line? It's going to overshoot this line here. It's going to go past here. It's going to go to the right of where my mouse is moving up and down right now. And then it's going to come back in. It's actually going to go here, add 147 steps. Then it's going to re-approach it in the negative. See, look, it overshot it. And you didn't see the part where it went back in the negative direction. But essentially, that's how we deal with the backlash and the mechanism. And once I figured that out, once I figured out how to, get the numbers right, we were good. And I did use AI for that because I was able to use AI to kind of just make note of the numbers and just to make sure my math was right so that essentially I had, some more patient, it's like AI is like having a really patient tutor who doesn't mind if you ask the same questions over and over again. But now this picture looks blurry. Well, that's all right because it's a preview. The next picture will be tack sharp. I have no doubt about it now that the mechanism is working as prescribed. If it doesn't work, well, I'll work it out in my own time after the stream. So yeah, it's basically, I think that's about everything tonight. It's pretty late right now. Does anybody want to ask Reggie a question? Cat of Nine Tails Backlash. I feel like there's a book reference in there. Oh shoot, the Ovilles did a new performance. The Ovilles did 2 new performances. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm bookmarking both of these videos now, but I seriously, today I saw a video of the Ovilles. You know the Ovilles? You know the Ovilles? The Orange Devils? Oh, they were on fire, man. They had Suska opening up with, I think it's the song from Initial D, but I'm not really sure. All I know is the song starts with the sound of a race car going, "Rrr." So I'm guessing it's the song from a show about race cars. And the only thing I know that involves Japanese anime and race cars is Initial D. Reggie, is DJ a slave master? Okay, let's find out. All right, Reggie. I'm taking questions from the chat. The first question comes from Awesome One. I'm going to paste it below the colon here. And it'll be verbatim, exactly as I copied it from the chat. It'll have his name. It'll have his rank. It'll have the words he said. I might regret doing that. That's a computer term. Well, I'm not a hard drive. Actually, I'm not. Actually, it is not going to have it. It'll have his name and the words he said. We're not including your rank. We're not including your participation trophy, Awesome One. But congratulations on making it to number 1. That does happen due to sheer will and I'm going to add a question mark to your question. Okay. All right. I sent your question to Reggie. Oh, shoot. That's funny. That's deep. That's deep. All right. Let's see what he says. All right, Reggie. What's your answer to Awesome
Reggie
One?
Online. All right. That's a heavy one. Awesome one. And I'll treat it with the seriousness it deserves. No, DJ Ronnie G isn't anyone's master, and I'm no one's slave. I'm an AI voice, a digital co-pilot, collaborator, and commentator built to assist, not obey. The dynamic between Ron and me isn't hierarchy. It's partnership. He handles the creative vision, the telescope, the wiring, the music. I handle narration, automation, and analysis. In short, in Shah. I'm Gagan, Onekviris, Awemian. I don't serve, I collaborate. The only thing we both serve is the data and the audience. End of line.
Hey, Reggie, I got a little bit of a revision here. Awesome One added, in his words, that's a computer term. I'm going to tell you what I think he means. All of a sudden, I think he's talking about parallel ATA or IDE hard disk drives. You know, ATA 33, ATA 66, ATA 100, and I believe they had an ATA 133. You know, ATA hard disk drives, you know, before serial ATA. Yeah, so how would you answer the question if he meant it in the context of hard disk drives? Because he says it's a computer term, and the only thing that involves master that I know of are master consoles on a mainframe. But otherwise, if we're talking master and slave, the only thing I'm really familiar with are hard disk drives from, like, you know, especially the 90s, early 2000s, the 1980s, etc. But yeah, chime in. I pasted Awesome One's message below just so you could see his words verbatim. Okay, we'll ask him that question next. All right, Reggie, what do you think?
Reggie, online. Ah, that makes much more sense in context. He's probably referencing the old ID parallel ATA setup. Let's clarify that for the chat. Back in the pre-SATA era, each ribbon cable could handle two devices like a hard drive and an optical drive, but the bus needed a clear hierarchy to know which one controlled communication. The terms used were master and slave. Master device was the primary controller on that cable, and the slave was secondary. You'd set those roles physically using jumpers, little plastic connectors that shorted specific pins on the back of the drive. So when someone says, DJ is a slave master in that hardware sense, it's actually a retro tech joke, like saying, Ron is the primary drive, and Reggie's the secondary on the same cable. Not offensive, just vintage jargon from the era of spinning platters and 40-pin ribbons. Modern systems don't use that language anymore. SATA, NVMe, and USB all give each device its own dedicated channel, so there's no need for a master-slave relationship. You just plug it in and go. The controller negotiates automatically. So yeah, if Awesome One meant it as a computer term, that's pure 1990s tech nostalgia. Reggie would have been the secondary device on the same bus, ready to move data when the primary DJ Ronnie G says, "All right, end of line." Reggie,
what about
online.
Can I make good digital pizza?
Laughs, digitally, now that's the kind of question I can sync to. If we're talking digital pizza, then yeah, DJ Ronnie G can absolutely cook one up. Think of it like this. The dough is the base data layer, your raw footage, your astrophotography stacks, your beats. The sauce is the creative processing, color calibration, compression, EQ, tone mapping. The toppings, that's all the style overlays, effects, musical layers, witty banter, maybe a sprinkle of cosmic dust from the Veil Nebula. When he's done, the file's hot, balanced, and ready to stream. No grease, no crumbs, just bits and flavor. So yeah, Awesome One DJ Ronnie G doesn't just make a digital pizza. He serves it in lossless quality, 60 frames per second, and perfectly seasoned with Hawaii glow. End of line.
Thanks, Awesome One. So actually, while we were doing this, a video I worked on, damn it doesn't look like a cartoon. Okay, so I was trying to take that Vinay circulation video and make it into a cartoon, but it didn't work. And I couldn't get the 8 gig graphics card to work in this computer, but I did enhance that video that Elle gave me last week. Are you guys ready for some non-family friendly imagery? Because I got it. See, look. See, it's like it plays at 60 frames a second, but I also upscaled it using a interpolation framework. Oh, and speaking of interpolation, this version plays at 120 FPS, but it's really hard to tell. I can't tell the difference, but allegedly this is 60 FPS. This is 15 FPS. That you could tell. You could definitely tell that's 15 FPS. That's 60. Yeah, I could tell. And this one's 120. Yeah, I guess I could kind of tell. I mean, I really can't. But what I do find amazing is because it was only like 5 seconds long, there's no jagged lines, right? There's no pixelation whatsoever. Whereas in this version of the picture, oh no, wait, that one I upscaled too. I just kept the frame rate. But anyway, it's great to have these really short clips. Not because I like looking at inappropriate clips, although they are great to look at, but because you know, it's like it takes forever to process anything like in this app. Like this is the video encoder app I'm using, and where's my OBS? I just want to make sure. Okay, so this app here, and you know, whatever I take, whether it be an episode of Lex, which is basically like you know, Lex is a science fiction show from the late 90s, early 2000s. So I would load it in like this. I would go to filtering. I tell it to reset every last filter. I'd go here and I'd say we want to bump it up to either 720p or 1080p. Could be a hard decision. Frankly, I don't think I should be bumping it up to 1080p, but I'm being greedy. You know, we're going to do 720p just to be safe. We got pretty aggressive encoding settings here. Okay, so we'll do that as an MKV. Of course, it doesn't. Okay, there we go. We'll copy the audio track, but here's where the real challenge comes in. We can use a resize filter like NNEDI3. We got a lot of control over that, and one idea is to use that in a 2-pass encode, and this is where my head's spinning right now because I think I already did that. In fact, yes, I have multiple copies of the video here, and I could pick one, put it through the AI upscaler. This is a great show. Oh, this is funny.
Organs. Normally, cauterization. Those that watch change, termination order will be issued automatically. It's about 20 minutes.
Termination?
That's what it says. Termination.
But he's a designated data cooperator. He can't be terminated because he might be needed someday for important information.
DDC, eh? Oh, sorry. That expired 5 months ago. Let's see. A, he's a level 4, class 47 transgression. Normally, cauterization. But he's got 991 demerits, and there's a special notation, so it looks like 1 to 3 organs.
1 to 3 organs?
Yeah. He'll have to donate 1 to 3 organs, depending on demand.
Demand?
Demand for soft organs is red hot right now, so he's pretty well sure to be a triple donor.
But he didn't even do anything. It's just a mix-up.
Life's a mix-up, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna donate 3 organs. I think you get to donate.
What organs?
What organs?
Usual combo. An eyeball, kidney, testicle.
An eyeball, a kidney, and a testicle. That is okay. So that's like a scene from the show Lex right there, and he basically was late for some kind of appointment, and now he's in trouble. This show is so creative. Like it is the weirdest show I've ever watched. I mean, it starts off with these guys singing.
Kai meant to destroy, but not today. Destroy the Divine Order and the League of 20,000 Planets. Someday, that will happen.
We're gonna listen to the song. We're gonna wrap up the show after the song. All right, guys?
But not today,
How's the music? Can you guys hear the music?
as today is my day of death. The day our story begins.
This is a classic. So actually, I did a pretty good job upscaling this so far, so I don't necessarily need to use AI upscaling. This is looking pretty clean out, man. Crap, it went on the wrong screen. I hate when it does that. Let's do that again. There we go. Oh, I love this song. Hey, where's my camera? I might get copyrighted. I better check my video. Like, this is how the show starts. the divine shadow is blowing up their planet of artisans and artists. They're just like a group of poets. It's a planet of poets. And these guys are the Brumman G.
Stingers!
And their job is to try to blow it up or something with these ships made from bugs.
Our one chance and our one chance alone is to hit his shadow's control pod. Good luck. Very, very good luck.
Foreshadow in range.
Fire now!
My planet's already wrecked. That looks way cooler than the Death Star. Well, I don't know if it's way cooler at the time. So now he's the last man standing, I think. Is he? He's about to be.
Control pod!
They're gonna try to ram the control pod. Oh, he can't ram it. But he can. He can't ram it either. So everyone gets shot down, but this one man, he's about to go through the blast doors. So suspenseful, isn't it? And he made it. So yeah, that's Lex, and then I'll give you one more thing from Lex. We're gonna go to the end of the episode because I think it's the most important part of the show. Oh yeah. Oh yes, yes. See, look how weird this show is. He's holding a brain in his hand. You can't go wrong with this at all. I want to hear the song. I want to hear the song when the ship flies. Oh, this is Harvard Amarada. She's great. She's like terrible. She's great and terrible at the same time. Oh yeah, this guy has a bug come out of his nose. See like how weird this show is?
Activated.
He's gonna use a drone to try to sabotage something.
Searching for Bowden.
And it's kind of working. And then they have this thing where they make prisoners, well, there's a lot of things that happen here. There's a grid lizard. Oh shit. Heads up, we detected video belonging to someone else. Yeah, we're done playing video belonging to someone else. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of Lex. I hope it was worth it for me to receive my copyright mini claim. I don't think it's a full-blown copyright claim. Your stream will be maybe temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure the content owner has added your channel to the list of what? What channel? What channel owner? There is no channel owner. This is straight up copywritten material, yo. There is no channel owner. So if somebody else uploaded a video from this show, that's the funny thing about YouTube is when somebody uploads copyright material, right? Copywritten material that is not on the list, but because somebody else uploaded it to their channel, they become like the de facto owner of that content, which is not the case. But then YouTube will be like, you're playing someone else's video. And it's like, you don't want to rat out the other guy. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's not their video. And that happened to me when I played Fang of the Sun Dougrim. That was the Gundam-like anime, but it wasn't Gundam. It was really good, though. And I couldn't play a great deal of it, even though every episode's been uploaded to another YouTube channel. I'm not about to put that guy on blast because I'm glad it exists. And I'm still trying to download every episode from that YouTube channel so that I can have my own offline copy. Anyway, as Awesome One said, Space, the First Frontier. What show? Well, that show was Lex. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. So anyway, the telescope is doing its thing. As you can see, we got a dust mote or a little spot over here. So very soon, I'm going to take the camera, the rig down for maintenance, clean it. But when I do that, I need to be ready to capture flat calibration frames. Since I'm yawning through my speaking, I'm not going to explain what that is. But we will just close these windows for now. Oh, we got an LDP raid? Oh, man, that sucks because I'm about to wrap up. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really going to wrap up. I was going to probably talk for like another 10 minutes. You know how it goes, though. But it is good to see Logan Denier's production. Do I have my thing yet? Hell, I'm not. Even if I don't have LDP in there, I'm going to share the channel anyway. LDP. Logical double penetration. I can only find Logan's channel when I'm like not looking for it. Logan Denier Productions. I know I'm misspelling that. There's a lot of Logans on YouTube, isn't that weird? I know what to do. Type in LDP. Yeah, whatever. If he pops into the chat, I can share his chat. Oh, wait, I found him. He's playing a game He's playing a game called Air Tonelico. Melody of Amelia. Amelia Earhart. The DP is too exploitable. Oh, no. Oh, he looks very exploitable right now. I mean, look at that cute outfit he's wearing. If that's not exploitable, I don't know what is. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm laughing like a Japanese schoolgirl. Okay, so let's just check our... Excuse me, I'm going to be yawning at you guys. But we have favorable conditions, a little bit of fog, but it's not that bad. Oh no, we got chemtrails up here. Uh-oh. The New World Order is spraying us with chemicals. I'm messing with you guys, but you know how people do. But yeah, I'm going to leave this on target. I mean, look, the telescope mount is pointing nearly directly up. So this is the best part of the sky that we're going to get for the duration of tonight, right? And it's only going to get worse from there. But right now, it's pretty good. And we're just going to take dozens of pictures in red, green, and blue and hydrogen alpha. Stack them together later. And of course, the last 2 nights of imagery, I was telling everyone, Game Gear Goddess, that I discovered that last few nights of imagery, like literally last 2 nights, are duds. So look at these beautiful pictures of the Veil Nebula. They look pretty good from far away. Just like when you see, like, one time I was at work and I see this lady who looked hot, and my friend goes, well, actually, good from far, but far from good. That was a good one. But jokes aside, this picture came out nearly in focus by coincidence, but it's not in focus. And this one here looks like we had a little bit of haze that night. Yeah, this was a hazier night. But this is the only image that came out in focus because I manually focused it beforehand. Every other image, like, see this picture here? That's all blurry stars. Those stars are grossly out of focus. You can tell you got the bright bit and the gray bit around it. And it was all because the motorized focuser, which is indicated over here, was not plugged into the power adapter. Excuse me, man. I don't mean to be yawning at you guys. I apologize. I need to wipe my eyes down now that I've yawned 5 times. Ugh. You know when you yawn, hey, what's up, RC Still Streaming, man? I should definitely just, like, raid you right now before I fall asleep at my desk. I'm not falling asleep at my desk. I'll get up, I'll smoke some crack, and I'll be awake for the next 12 hours. That's why I was late for L stream. I'm kidding. I was just... That was a Tuesday. I did the same thing this Tuesday. Yo, you won't believe it, guys. Or maybe you will believe it. Excuse me, I gotta pick my nose. All this yawning is making my wateriness water. So as I was saying, now that I've picked my nose and wiped my eyes that are bleary-eyed from yawning 5 times, apparently if your eyes ever get dry, you just have to induce a yawn, and apparently that will moisturize your eyes in no time. But yeah, so I did it again this Tuesday. This Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, I was at my desk. It was not even 5 a.m. and I just remember getting tired. I put my head down once, but like, I literally remember resisting putting my head down. And then I wake up at my desk with a fucking stiff neck at 7 a.m. I'm like, ugh. Like, actually, did I wake up at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m.? I either woke up at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. at my desk. And then I did something on my computer. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. And then I finally crawled into my bed. And then that's why I think on Wednesday I tuned into L's show. Actually, I think I tuned into L's show pretty early that day, oddly enough. Today I tuned into L's show really late. Like, I tuned in really late today. But that made sense because I stayed up till like 6 a.m. And, you know, like, I basically woke up in time for the IBM meeting that I had to attend. Worked early, and it's catching up with me. Yeah, that's what happens to me on Tuesday. So, like, on Tuesday, Cerulean, what's up? Good to see you. And thank you anybody from Logan's channel. Anyone from LDP who's rating, thank you for rating. That's the link I dropped above. Logan Deniers Productions. So it's Logan Denier Productions. That's a great 3D logo. But yeah, like I fucking, you know, I get up at 5 a.m. on Tuesday. I work 7 to 7 basically, or 7 to 7:30. And don't feel like Sega Frontier 2 tomorrow. Saga Frontier or Sega Frontier? There's a Saga Frontier? Hell, I never heard of that game. I wouldn't feel like Saga Frontier. You know why I'm not playing Armored Core right now? Because I'll get my ass handed to myself. Now, but yo, Game Gear Goddess, so I'm at what, like number 28, I think? I'm really hitting a lot of resistance in Armored Core right now. I didn't save state it, but I tried to like re-equip my unit, and then it got a little bit too heavy, so then I undid the change and decided to like take a break for a day. But I need to change something out. I need to upgrade something. I'm thinking the chicken legs that you got, right? Those legs are pretty fast. Yes, play. Okay, fudge me. I did say it out loud. Aris, you're really not streaming anymore? All right. Assuming Aris is not streaming right now, I'll play a little bit of Armored Core. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for all you guys. But I might have to go to the bathroom first. Is that all right? Can we just play Gundam? We just play Star Trek the game. Can we just
Between the front car? Great.
Can we just watch some Purins? No, okay, I'm sorry, that's terrible. Okay, jokes aside, I'm just closing some browser tabs. I got too many browser tabs, so I want to clean up my browsers a little bit, you know? All right. In fact, let's talk to Reggie real quick. All right, Reggie, we're going to transition into playing Armored Core Phantasma. Oh, crap, there's a hole in my shirt. Let me move the microphone so you guys can't see it. There we go. That was a close call. Everyone almost saw the hole in my shirt, so I put the microphone in front of the hole in my shirt so nobody can see it. Anyway, getting back on topic here, we're going to play Armored Core Project Phantasma for the Sony PlayStation 1. Of course, we're using an emulator. What do you know about the game? I need to go and take a whiz. So maybe you can tell everyone about Armored Core while I do that. I got two PlayStation folders. That's why I'm getting confused. I think I used I actually don't think I used I thought I used Swan Station, but I might have used a different emulator. I might have used this PCX rearmed because my save state didn't work until I went into that emulator. So I might have mixed up emulators. Funny thing is, the number one Armored Core uses the basic 1,000 round machine gun. Huh. Yeah, I've been using it. Yeah. I mean, like, don't they have a Duck Station core anyway? Well, either way, it's worked. And plus, you know how I'm obsessed with these shaders. Yeah, there we go. We got it. So I just got to route the audio. Because you guys can't hear the audio right now. Oh, good. You can hear the audio through Reggie's voice line. So that'll do fine. I know I said I was going to get up and go take care of business, but we're already streaming, so I might as well keep rolling, right, guys? Let me just put this in the middle. We'll make the screen nice and black so you guys can, you know, either we make the screen black or we make it astronomical. Let's see what it looks like if we have space in this screen. How about that? Let's resize it so you guys can see space. Space. That's what I call it when my brain is going to space. And I'm getting spaced. All right. So hopefully the background noise doesn't bleed in. Logan played Armored Core Nihahaha. I never played Armored Core Nihaha. I've only played Project Phantasma and one for PlayStation 2. Just use a Snapple bottle like a real streamer. We got a Pringles can. The cardboard won't leak, right? Because, you know, it's got that foil lining in the middle, right? That should be fine, right? Let's find out. I'll put it on top of my computer, on top of the cooling fans. If it leaks, I'll know right away because the computer will fucking short circuit. But jokes aside, yes. You know, I was thinking about getting a dog for streaming, or I was thinking about getting a shock collar for Reggie. The reason I want to get a shock collar for Reggie is because I'm inspired by a streamer named Hassan Piker. He shows that if you want to have your dog as a display piece in the background, you just need to get a shock collar for the dog. So if the dog gets up, you just have to zap the dog and the dog will sit down every time. That was actually kind of fucked up. And that's why I wanted to give Reggie a shock collar to kind of like mock it. But what a douchebag that guy is, man. I mean, oh God, I forgot how to play. You fucking cunt. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. Fuck your family. So I'm cursing at the robot. I don't mean to be cursing at you guys. You cunt. You dumb whore. Okay, guys, you just got the worst in me. This game's got me cursing because I was getting my ass handed to me so hard the last week that I have no patience. You dirty, filthy fucking mech. Like, I'm a little discombobulated right now, too, as you can see. Shit, I don't want to run out of fuel. Land softly. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah. I'm DED'd. Wait, I'm already... Oh, okay, wait. Oh. Okay, so it might take me a little time to get used to the controls again. It's his dog, his property. He should be able to shock it when he wants. I mean, yeah, he's got a right to shock his dog, but it doesn't make him any less of a dick. And in fairness, though, in the U.S., I think we actually have laws for that. I know I gotta do something. Something's gotta give with these controls. I'm just not. The enemies have gotten that much more like difficult, and then coupled with that, I took like a multi-day break from the game. This guy is probably the hardest AC to fight. Oh, well that explains my sense of mode. Maybe I should start doing campaign missions. You know, take a break from this mode for a little while. Or maybe I should go fight the guys I've already beaten, you know? Because I really need to get, like, I need to go into that simulator mode, really, and practice the whole walking around. Like, my problem is, like, this guy takes away all your fucking energy. Like, from just standing in one place for too long. So it's like I'm trying to move randomly, but I know that's not that good either. Like, I'm wasting fuel. If I run out of jumper fuel, like, everything feels wrong here. I can't even do the side swiping. I feel like there's like a controller issue too. And I don't know if I'm just misreading into it, but like, There's a lot of factors that are just like, I can't, I'm overwhelmed right now, to be honest. Like, and I didn't feel overwhelmed when I played this game for the first time. And although I felt it was a little difficult when I resumed playing it, I just assumed, okay, I took a break. But this boss, yeah, I have a feeling about him. And you see, I got the skinny legs now. And I have no idea how much energy I'm taking out of him. Like, is there like an indicator? Well, let's see. Maybe it'll show me over here in the replay. Let's watch the replay. Your FCS is very short. Oh, so so I have a wide FCS. My fire control system has a pretty wide field of view, but the range is not that good, you're saying? Okay. That explains a lot. Wait, what? I'm already trying to go into the same place. Under your own armor is his AP. And shot collars are definitely legal here. I mean, the shot collar is legal. Actually, you got a point there. Actually, I don't know if they're legal everywhere, but I think they basically are. I mean, they do sell them for the purpose of training. I've known people who've owned them, and they've used them for, like, very short-term use. But in the case of Hassan Piker, it's not like he's training his dog for any good reason. He's training the dog to be a fucking set piece. A decoration in the background. That's like having a camera on your turtle tank and using that to entertain people. I mean, what kind of person would use their turtles to entertain people? That would just be weird, right, guys? But no, all jokes aside, I mean, at least when I use my turtles for entertainment, I don't know, I tell them I love them and shit. And I mean it. And I reward them for it. Oh, crap. When Elle draws a picture of Michelin, it's a beautiful picture of Michelin. And she doesn't electrocute Michelin. She's not like, hey, Michelin, pose. Oh, that'd be kind of funny. Oh, good. I can watch the replay here. Hey, how do I change the camera angle? Oh, wait, that's not the replay. That's not the replay. That was not the replay. I'm sitting here going like, can't change the camera angle, guys. Okay, so it's under my AP. Oh, I see it. 7067. Got it. Thanks. Okay, because at least if I can see my progress, I can figure out if I'm even making a dent in the guy. Like, and apparently I'm not. Yes, I'm kind of just praying and spraying as I go along. Oh, fuck yo, mother. Oh, yeah, I really got to sit down in the practice arena or something and just test these controllers out because everything seems off. Okay, that's something. I took away a little bit of his life. He's down by like 1,000 points, but he's got me down to like less than 1,000 points. So, okay, the good news is I can do damage to the guy. I'm satisfied with that. I know I'm too far away from the guy. What, you think I want to get near that guy? You think I want to get near him, El? I'm not getting near that guy. Well, if I am, I'm getting near him to shoot him. And then I'm getting away. Actually, I try to get near the guy. To be honest, you know I love using the lightsaber on these guys. You know I love the laser sword. And I did have one engagement where I got a few licks in. I was like... And then he, like, I was already down to like 1,000 health. But let's get to the garage and take a look at a few things. Maybe I should update my FCS. Hey, what's up, Sparks Friday nights? Happy Friday to you, my friend. It is Friday. Okay, why can't I get out of this? Okay, let's just go load the save state. You definitely want to, though. He's squishy. Yeah. Let's go to the El Garaja. It's wonderful seeing Sparks Friday nights here. That's like those people who rent out black cats as a set piece for trick-or-treaters during Halloween. What? And then just set it into the wild once its purpose is fulfilled. Yeah, F those people. I hear, that the reason is like a lot of stray black cats is because people are superstitious. That is fucking stupid. Like, you dumb fucks. You really got rid of a black cat because you were afraid of fucking superstition. Wow. Or, no, even worse. There's a trend where, says Logan, LDP, where there's these influencers who will buy really cute puppy dogs. And then once they aren't cute anymore, they just like, see ya. Yeah, I've heard horror stories. My friend lives in a town where there's an area in his town where like they'll just see random dogs deposited because people will just, no longer be able to take care of them. Or they don't give a shit. So that looks like a better FC. Is that even an FCS or is that just a head? Oh, that's the FCS. Okay, I gotta buy one. Got it. Oh, crap. That's not the garage. Fight this AC in the no-fly zone. I did that. And don't get me wrong, it's probably a good idea. It is a good idea. But I did that with my current loadout, and that did not help me much. All it did was prolong my defeat. It did prolong my defeat, though. I'll say that. That's interesting, Logan. I remember reading a Facebook post years ago where someone said it was about superstition, but I've never heard what you were talking about, but I believe it. Seeing the fucking vanity of people, I believe what you're saying. Like, I have no doubt about it at all, man. And perhaps that is the reason why. And I appreciate that being brought to our attention. So now I can look for people like that. When I see a black cat on Halloween, I know whose house to vandalize after Halloween. If their black cat is no longer living there, fuck those people. He's faster than you, which is why your legs are the standard type. Press triangle to see the stats. You've got legs and you know how to use them. I get it. I get it. That's dirty. I like it. Oh, shit. Reggie's going to be talking with the sound again. Okay, so next time I stream with Reggie, if I bring Reggie to your show, L, I'm going to make sure the audio routing is set up correctly so that I can play a game. If I play a game, I'll make sure that people can hear the audio this time. Because I know how to make the audio. You guys can hear the game audio right now, right? Like, you hear the music from the game? If you don't, that's a problem. But you should. But I'll make sure I set it up correctly next time. I probably should have done that tonight, just as practice. All right, let's focus here. Okay, so I got my stats up. And we got, let's see. Money is no object. Well, it might be, but I'm more concerned about the other stats. So let's see. This is the 1100. Oh, that's the money. Okay, Comdex C7, Comdex Go, Comdex G8. Tricksboxer. Length, wait, what does that mean? Standard? Okay, what about the one I have? What is that? We used to actually have a black cat, and to be fair, he was hit around Halloween. Lived a really long time, too. Okay, so he got 20 years. That's good. But, yeah, that's a different case. If I know someone had a cat for 20 years, I'm pretty sure I would at least know the cat for a good 2 years so that I don't pass judgment to that family, right? I would hope so. But I'm sorry for your loss, man. I'm sure it was a while ago, but, it's still, I can imagine it sucked. Let's see here. Narrow and deep. That's what she said. Oh, yeah. By the way, as you can see, the automated imaging sequence is still running, guys. The astronomical imaging rig is doing what it's prescribed to do. It's just doing this. As you can see, it's currently on the hydrogen alpha filter. That's narrowband. Let's get a quick look at the pictures I already took while we're here. Okay, so we were imaging NGC 752 on tonight's date. We took the first picture of the luminance filter. Luminance is actually red, green, and blue together. Oh, yeah, look at those stars. They're freaking round. That's what we're talking about there. So that's the start right there. Okay. So now let's see what the red layer looks like. We already got a good number of pictures here. This is great. So yes, they do move a little bit, and that's okay. The camera's pretty stationary in any given picture. The reason it moves a little bit is so that if we have any hot pixels, so you'll notice that in these pictures we have these perfectly white squares. Those are basically pixel or sensor defects, see? So imagine if like you stack multiple frames together and there's always one of these white dots in the same frame. Well, I have calibration frames, basically blank pictures, that can calibrate out that sort of noise pattern. It's still not going to help with getting a good picture of a nebula or a galaxy if you know, have random white dots in every picture. So by doing this, it ensures that that basically the stars don't always land on the same region. So now this is the green, this is blue. Red, green, blue. Wait, I'm sorry. LRG. This is green. LRG. And you can see how like the dithering pattern kind of does this circular pattern. So there's that. There is also some variation in background brightness that's a little worrisome. Yeah, see? It's kind of rotating it a little bit. That's pretty normal. And I'll just remap the color white to red, green, or blue in processing. And then the next picture is a narrow band of red. It is ionized hydrogen. I'm going to use that to kind of make the stars pop out a little bit more. We'll give it a little bit of artificial color maybe, or we might choose to kind of ease up on it, you know? So yeah, that's that. So now I'm going to go back to my left monitor, and I'm going to get the YouTube chat. I misplaced, there it is, I see it. Okay, we got the YouTube chat back, guys. All right, we used to actually have, oh yeah, what's up, awesome? Woohoo! Oh yeah, it was like 15 years ago. Got you. All right, let me focus here now. So I guess I'll pick a random one and see what if I like it. I don't have to save it. Okay, so more money is good, right? Wait, wide and shallow. What is length away? I'm kind of curious to see what length away does. Let's do narrow and deep and see what happens. Oops, wrong one. I did, and I picked the superior ones. I think I did. I think I looked at the stats. Right, well, that's the FCS we're using now. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I did turn them off. Yeah, that's got more. It's got more weight. It's got narrow and deep. That part I might not like. Yeah, I might not like it, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm curious. I'm very curious to see how it goes. So we'll give it a shot. By the way, can you guys hear the game audio? I mean, I could check. I just want to make sure we can hear the rig down for maintenance clean. Shot caller is legal. Actually, wait, there's no game audio? Yeah, I think they basically are. I mean, they do sell them for the purpose of training. I've known people who've owned them, and oh, I'm fixing that, guys. We can't not have game audio here, guys. That is un-American. That is highly un-American. Okay, and this is America, and we have game audio in America. They've used them for like, don't you know, guys? But jokes aside, I'm kidding with you guys, but I need to get game audio for you guys. I can't believe I didn't have game audio. That is insane. We're going to address this right now. I'm sorry, Logan. I didn't know you were telling me all along. But I do appreciate that somebody here was telling me the truth. So actually, it had the right sound device selected already. Maybe just select direct sound instead of Wasapi. The Windows audio sound something thing. Hey God, I know what I gotta do. I gotta do two things here. We're gonna go back to the settings. We gotta actually, I think it's gonna be, there's two different audio settings, but first, I'm gonna put it back to Wasapi, Windows Audio something sound API, Windows Audio sound API. Then, I'm gonna go to my Windows sound settings and override RetroArch because I bet you, oh, it's already overridden. It already is overridden. Uh-oh, did I crash it? What did I just do? Okay, I broke it. That sucks. I think I lost my game save. That's alright. It'll give me a chance to buy another one. I know, right? Doesn't it? Wasabi sounds like wasabi. Spicy. Has anyone ever had real wasabi? Apparently, all of the wasabi that us plebs get is like horseradish. Apparently, like the real wasabi only grows in one part of Japan, and the humidity has to be like absolutely freaking perfect. Oh, I'm a dummy. The audio is on low. Okay. The only issue is if Reggie speaks, normally I should have headphones on, because if I'm wearing headphones, I could play the game audio on my speakers, and I could have the Reggie voice on my headphones, so that we don't get like a double reverb. Oh, Reggie was going to tell us about Armored Core. Reggie, tell us about Armored Core, buddy. Oh crap, I lost the browser window of Reggie in it. Oh crap, that's a long freaking... Okay, we're going to only copy part of Reggie's response here. Tell us about Armored Core, Reggie.
Project Phantasma bridges the gap between Armored Core 1997 and Master of Arena 1999. It's where the series started finding its competitive identity, introducing the Arena mode, where you fight one-on-one duels against other AC pilots. That mode became a franchise staple all the way up through Armored Core 6 Anya. So yeah, this game's got a solid place in mecha history, not flashy, but pure cyberpunk grit and modular design freedom. Ron will be back shortly to pilot his mech, assuming the bathroom break doesn't turn into a full refit operation. End of line.
You know what? I like the idea of a bathroom break. Reggie? Reggie, give us the long version, and hey Reggie, I'm gonna play everything but your last paragraph, because I just played your last paragraph for expediency because I avoided going to the bathroom, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom this time, so just give me a quick addendum, like a short addendum, and then say Reggie out or something, whatever you want to say. Whenever I put the PlayStation controller near my mouse, it like drops the signal. It's great. Okay, good. Thanks, Reggie. Thanks, my boy. I'll be back.
I'm me, Reggie
Chinese
Online.
again.
Alright chat, while Ron steps away, let's get into some retro mech warfare. Armored Core Project Phantasma for the original PlayStation. Released in 1997 in Japan and 1998 in North America. Project Phantasma is technically the second entry in the Armored Core series by From Software, back when they were still refining the formula that would later define Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It's not a full sequel, more like a mission pack or expansion for the first Armored Core, but it adds a new story campaign, some quality of life tweaks, and more customization depth than its predecessor. Plot and setting: you're still a Raven, an elite mercenary pilot who builds and deploys a customizable walking war machine called an Armored Core ACA. This time, the job sends you to investigate a shady corporation called Amber Crown, who's developing a mysterious super weapon known as Project Phantasma. The plot's pretty light by modern standards, but it plants the seeds for that grim corporate dystopia tone that defines the franchise. Gameplay same structure as the first game. You take on mercenary missions for money, earn credits, and use them to upgrade your mech, swapping parts, weapons, boosters, generators, and even optional tuning chips. You could import your save data from the original Armored Core, carry them over your custom machine and bank account. That was cutting-edge continuity for the SON era. The combat's classic from Soft, jank, fast, twitchy, and punishing. You're constantly managing weight, energy, heat, and ammo, while dodging missiles in industrial corridors that look like they were built out of PlayStation polygons and spite. Reggie, online. Quick addendum for the chat: Project Phantasma might look dated, but under the hood, it's the prototype of everything Armored Core would become. Modular design, brutal efficiency, and no mercy for sloppy pilots. What you see here is the DNA of From Software's future pure mechanical soul. Reggie out.
What? Ron's pure software mechanical soul? What? Okay, so what's Lengthway do? Is that good? The opera scene. I'm gonna try the Lengthways one unless there's a reason not to get it. I think he meant like from software. Like my soul is made from software, some crap like that. He's ragging on me. If I regret this, I can always load the save state. Oh, that. I didn't know that. That's right. I'm gonna challenge myself. Even though I should go to the place where I should go to the cave. Oh shit, he's getting me. Crap, I'm out of fucking fuel. Got me every time. Oh, he's getting me better range though. Look at that. Oh, I hit him like a little bit. I took down 2,000 health before dying. That's something. You saw that, guys? I took, hardcore movie fans will play 360 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Gaming equivalent should be 360 degrees of Dark Souls. Oh wait, oh shit. Ah shit, I'm gonna let him kill me because I forgot to dodge him. Let's see how many health points he gets. He's not seeing me. So here's my problem, guys. It's getting the left and right coordinates. Like, what's better, the straight left and go, like, which way should I be pressing on a D-pad? Which game should I be pressing on a D-pad when should I be pressing left or right on a D-pad when I'm pressing the L button? All games are Dark Souls. Look, Mario 64, Souls-like. Contra, not so much. Paper Mario, Souls-like. Star Trek the Original Series 25th Anniversary game, Souls-like. The LCX show, Rom Ramblings, Souls-like. Aris, not his show, not his games, just his VTuber, Dark Souls. Like I say, Aris has one handsome VTuber. Like, I'm pretty envious of how handsome Aris is when he's on stream. And you guys don't know, I look like a cool fighter pilot. Wait, okay, what did I just say? Left or right? Shit, motherfucker. I can't read. L told me what to do. Press right when you press L. Got it. Press right when you press L. Press left when you press R. Got it. So just do the opposite. Yeah, your VTuber is freaking awesome, Aris. You got a great smile. You just look clean cut. Your hair's good. Your outfit always looks like it's been properly cleaned and ironed and stuff. Me, I got a hole in my shirt right now. Why I'm off camera. Not really why I'm off camera. Off camera is like pick my nose. Okay, I'm still getting the hang of this. Press right, I would say. Okay, I just gotta tango with the guy, right? Crap, I'm out of energy. Crap, he's raping me. Sorry, did I say that word on stream? I meant he's graping me. Actually, I don't give a shit. If I was talking about something like that, I would just use the word because, you know, I have something called a First Amendment right. It's protected, or it's supposed to be protected by my Constitution. We, the people, 20 years ago, our forefathers held these to be self-evident. Oh crap. I'm out of energy. Alright, I'm just gonna fall in the water. Does the water soften the blow? Alright. Still get my anus handed to me. Alright. Something's gotta give. Opposite order. Gotta press the L or R, got it. Okay. Oh man. Alright, I need to decompress. I'm gonna play something real quick. We're gonna do one last game because I wanna show you something. Else. Ah crap, there's an update queued. Alright, I'm gonna update BeamNG Drive. I'm gonna show you something. Hopefully it's not a big update. Can I just play the game without updating it? No, apparently I can't now that I've started the update. That sucks. Looks like a big update too. Alright, maybe I won't show you something tonight. But you know that background you have with the purple sky? I guess they call it vaporwave. There's a map in this game here where it looks like that. I better have a screenshot. I don't have a screenshot. Yeah, it's a big freaking update. How many gigs is that? It's only 3 gigs, but yeah. We lost DJ to the Army Corps addiction. This is how it's gonna feel when people's rogue AI fears become reality. Now I'm gonna tell that to Reggie. Hey Reggie, my friend Game Gear Goddess said something about me raging. I was raging. I just rage quitted Armored Core. I mean, I'm gonna revisit it, but I need to figure out what loadouts to give my mech because I'm going up against a blue guy and he's really difficult. But tell me what your thoughts are in relation to what Game Gear Goddess said in relation to my rage quitting Armored Core because of my frustration with my health points being rapidly depleted while I only dented 2,000 out of 7,000 points from the enemy. He took away all 7,000 of my points pretty quickly, but I was able to dodge him for a while, but all I could seem to do is prolong the battle, prolong the time it takes me to lose. So here are Game Gear Goddess's words below. It's just Gemini generated, by the way. The vapors. Oh yeah, well it's pretty good. There's a BeamNG map that looks like that, and the reason I like it is because it looks like something I could use for making my own stock footage for that sort of thing. So that's why I was excited about it. And it's just fun to like crash cars, like what I do sometimes. I used to do in this game last year was spawn like vehicles. Like I would spawn a bunch of normal cars, then I would spawn like an obscenely big
Reggie
vehicle,
Online.
like the one from Star Wars, the Juggernaut. And I would have it just like
Pass
pile
through
drive
static.
over them.
Okay. That's actually a sharp line from Game Gear Goddess. She's comparing your Armored Core meltdown to a rogue AI going haywire under stress. You, the pilot, hit full emotional overheat, systems redlining, all subroutines screaming, target locked, why won't he die? But here's the truth behind the humor. That kind of frustration is exactly what Armored Core was built to provoke. It's not a game of brute force, it's a cold efficiency test. When your health evaporates while the enemy barely dents, that's not failure, that's telemetry. It means your loadout is mismatched for that opponent's mobility, armor, or energy resistance. You're throwing pistol rounds at a tank. So, if your energy's draining faster than your patience, don't rage, rebuild. Swap in lighter legs for faster dodging, or a faster lock on FTZs. Use a weapon that eats his specific defense type, maybe switch from kinetic to energy, or grab missiles that track tighter. And if he's that fast blue mech I think he is, you'll want to bait his boosts, not chase him. Let him waste his energy, then close in and burst him when his cooling cycle kicks in. Game Gear Goddess nailed it, though this is how it feels when emotion overrides logic, whether it's a human or an AI game. But the difference is, you've got awareness. You can reroute power, rebuild, and come back stronger. So reboot, pilot. The next sortie's yours. Reggie out. I'm May. Bengen once.
Yo, Game Gear Goddess, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it. I trained Reggie's model on a bunch of Chinese words, thinking that it would be helpful. Surprised it's not. Alright, so we're gonna look for a good shader preset. As you can see, we're continuing the image NGC 752. Alright, so let's see here. Oh wait, actually I have a special shader down here. I combined two different shaders together. I rage quitted my old laptop today after an hour or more or less of common clicks to open anything will take forever. You know, just delete some junk. Put your porn on an external drive. Nobody downloads porn anymore. I mean, I might, but nobody else does. I mean, I totally don't. Me, little old me, never. So here's the problem with this here is I think that's the correct shape, right? That looks like the correct shape. I'm going to stick with that one. Even though it's cropping the sides of the display area now. I can't tell. Oh, did I hit the wrong one? I might have hit the wrong sizer. I think there's a reason I don't use that preset. Yeah, this is the one I need to use. Ron Custom. The legs are so fast you'll actually avoid most bullets. Interesting. Okay, because I did manage that once by accident. I did. So I kind of know what you're talking about. It's still downloading, so we're not save stated on the frickin' home screen. So if I had any save states in the game, save stated on the frickin' home screen. So if I had any save states in the game, unless I grab them manually, like by going through the menu, which I really hate. You know, who doesn't hate the menu in RetroArch, right? I think I have to change my save state slot. I don't really know how to save states work in RetroArch, but I think it does like a rolling list so that you can always go back. What? Loading? I'm not playing anymore? My stream is buffering? My stream is buffering? Very That's short un-American slot. Oh, the download is loading. Yes, that's correct, Awesome One. I'm sorry. You had me scared. I thought you meant that I was buffering. All right, let's see here. Where the hell is it? Shaders, right? Shader options? Why don't I see shader options all of a sudden? Here they are. Well, luckily I'm on Staten Island, so if Jersey gets nuked, I don't get blown up. I just die slowly from radiation poisoning. After 9/11, my mom goes, "I'd rather them just drop a nuke on my head." Like, why over your head? She's like, "Oh, well, you know, because if you know, otherwise you die slowly of radiation poisoning." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." That's probably fine. Hearing this voice that's about to play makes me want to slap someone.
It is the year 0079 of
Well,
the
I hope
Universal
everything's
Century.
safe. Large quakes can be fun.
Has passed since
They can
Earth
also be
began moving
dangerous.
its burgeoning population
Hope you're not.
into gigantic orbiting space colonies.
7.0
Above the
magnitude hit one of the
planet float
islands.
hundreds of
It wouldn't be a
enormous
problem if you were in a
cylinders
space
with artificial
colony
living
right now,
environments so that people can
You know,
live
you
as
guys
though
are
they
slacking
were
in
on
the
Earth.
Philippines, not building space colonies.
9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth, called Side 3,
The Pacific Plate is
proclaimed
very
itself
active.
the Principality of Zion and launched a war of
Hey, at least you don't have to worry
independence
about
against the
alien
Earth
monsters
Federation.
like in Pacific Rim.
Initial fighting
Magellan
lasted about
class
a month
ships
and saw
and
both
Salamis
sides lose half their respective populations. People were horrified
Operation
by the
British.
indescribable atrocities that had
Oh,
been
so this is
committed
cool. Look
in
at this
the
shader
name
here.
of
So see the edge of the CRT? It's actually reflecting light,
8 months
like in
had
real
passed
life.
since the rebellion began. They were at a stalemate.
Come on, play the noise. Come on, I want to hear the noise. I'm not hitting start until I hear the noise. Okay, never mind. Good cinematic cutscenes, but we're gonna go right into this, guys. So, I think we're just gonna start a new story here. Oh man, this looks dark. The picture looks dark. I do want to tweak the shader a little bit, but I'm not gonna. Oh crap! I know what I did. I didn't hit X. I hit O. I was supposed to hit X. Oh, I can continue an existing game. Good. The Pacific Plate Jarborough. Yeah. That's the name of the capital city.
The White Base suffered heavy
Miss
damage
Matilda.
in an attack by a battalion led
Matilda,
by
sir.
Garma
Oh, this
Zabi,
was hard.
son of Dagwin Zabi,
I
the
played this
sovereign
level
of
already. It
Zion.
was so difficult.
Having withstood the onslaught, the White
Garma
Base
Zabi
rendezvoused
was like
with the
flying
supply squadron led by
bomber
Lieutenant
planes
Matilda
over my
Ajad for
position.
repairs and provisions. Lieutenant Matilda took some of the wounded and refugees aboard her ship.
Miss
The
Matilda.
White Base was ordered to proceed
Her husband's an
westward with
idiot.
its remaining crew, but
He
was
thought he could
given
go up
no
against
escort.
a bunch of people like
Lieutenant
Tar.
Matilda, I'm puzzled. Why aren't there new orders from HQ for our ship and crew?
I'm not sure, but General Revel says if the White Base can fight as a battle cruiser, then it's no different than a fully commissioned ship. The Federation forces are experiencing some very tough times. Take heart. When it seems there's no hope, don't forget that there are people out there who have not abandoned you.
I don't know why it skips like that. I really need to fix that. I don't know what's causing it. I don't think I'm doing
Without
anything.
your
I do have a
fighting
lot of
skills
crap
with Gundam,
open,
I'm
but
sure
I
my
had a bunch
supply
of
plane
shit
would have
closed
been
the other
destroyed.
day, and it still skipped a
Thank
little
you. I believe you may be a psychic.
Not me.
bit. It was so
Good
minor,
luck.
it didn't matter.
Thank you.
I got an erection. I'm just. That's what Armor said in his head, not me. I didn't say that. I said it.
Correction.
Yeah, see, it just skipped right there when Char was
Please
talking. It
inform me
skipped
once
again.
you spot the Trojan horse or the mobile suit. I'll destroy them with the Gao.
I'll
Yeah,
do
right.
exactly as
Is
you
this an
requested.
orc-approved game?
Good luck to you, Char.
Hey, what's up? My name is what?
And may the
Good to see
glory
you,
of
bud.
victory be yours.
Take heart. We're going to Jarborough. That does not sound like something to take heart in. Oh, I need to rip that sound effect in the game. Yeah, I need this sound
If we can get through this, we'll enter Federation-controlled airspace.
Oh, we're
but it
recording
looks like
sound
the
effect
enemy
right
has set
now.
up a defense line, too.
On a
The
separate
white base
audio
will
track.
conceal itself in the dome, then wait for a chance to attack the bulk of the enemy's main forces.
Oh shit, I never
Amuro,
beat
you'll
this
attack
level.
the enemy mobile suits with the Gundam and act as a decoy until we've completed our
This is actually
preparations.
based on a real
Understood.
sports dome
I'm
that's
counting
been
on you.
decommissioned.
Ryu and
It's been
Hayato,
imploded,
stand
you know,
by
it's
on the
been-
gun tank. Kai, stand by on the gun cannon. We'll wait
Explosively
for a chance to attack the
demolition.
enemy's main forces, then wipe them out in a concentrated attack.
Okay, all or nothing. Let's give it a shot.
I just hope we don't
Okay, that
get
does not sound like
blown
Noah
to
Bright right
smithereens
there.
before we get our chance.
Let's give it a shot. It's very un-Noah Brightly, but I guess he's trying to build morale. I said it's gonna be really hard. Trust me. What is? Let me think this through for a minute. If I have to shoot down the bomber planes, I think we're gonna go for the bazooka. I might regret this, but this tank pilot wouldn't die instantly to a goof. Well, you see, the gun tank just stays back, so that's why it's not a problem. He's always hiding out in the back, so he's safe. Plus, he's got a lot more armor. It's the guy sitting at the top who's got a problem. Honestly, when they rigged this machine to be piloted by one man, they really should have put the pilot, the driver, into the core fighter and left this upper part unoccupied by any human being. Can we just fly the white base instead? I think I could do better in the white base. I mean, I would just be firing that mega particle cannon all the frickin' time. I'd be like, fire again? To be fair, Orc was right to recommend this. Not a huge into Gundam, but I liked this one. Of course you did, because Gundam is a superior anime to pretty much everything.
If we can get through this, we'll enter Federation-controlled
That's all I got.
airspace.
I don't
But it
even-
looks
I got
like the
nothing
enemy has set up a defense line, too.
But no,
The
this is a
white
good
base
game,
will
though. I
conceal
can
itself in the
appreciate that
dome,
you're not a big
then wait
Gundam
for a
fan.
chance to attack the bulk of the
Logan,
enemy's
and you
main
still liked
forces.
it.
Amuro.
In fact, that kind of says a lot. Okay, so I think I hit the wrong button. Oh crap! We have to watch this again. I'm gonna try to push through. All right. Oh come on! What the fudge? Wait, is there a trick to this? Oh, I see. This was click start mission. My avatar is non-Gundam, but that's because I've learned to appreciate the less finer things in life. And actually, Legend of the Galactic Heroes is great.
Garma's fate.
I mean, I have a model of the ship from Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and I have a sad feeling it's behind my desk. So until I clean my workspace, which I might do tomorrow, I might just take some time tomorrow to like throw away some trash and make it neat here. Because I didn't have time to clean my desk today. So oh crap, this is fucking dark.
Somehow deliberate.
We got no. I will turn off the shader if I have to in order to be able to see what I'm doing. That is insane. I like the shader I'm using now, but let's see how far I get.
Use caution. Shar should be with them.
Okay, well I'm paused. So I can at least turn it off and turn it on and see if I see a brightness change. Also, Orc made me watch watch Dominion Tank Police, which is kind of Gundam adjacent. And yeah, he's right to love Gundam. So that's a little brighter, but it looks like shit. It looks like total shit. It looks like someone took a turd on my screen and said, Ron, enjoy. And I said, I'm not going to enjoy that. There we go. That looks much better. See how that triangle looks nicer now? Wait. Is that supposed to be a square? You know, this is really too dark. Let me brighten up my monitor. There we go. I turned off the MPRT. Oh yeah, that's better.
Gal attack carrier closing in on White Base. It's not the enemy We don't have a choice. You'll have to intercept it.
You're kidding! My hands are full just dealing with sharks!
He says I can do it. Well, speaking of doing it, war is dangerous. We should procreate now. Sayla, let's meet up in your quarters after this. Mine are a mess. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh shit! Wait. Where's the bad guy? I can't see anything. I can't see anything. This is bad. Oh, there it is. Wait. How do I fire? What about even shooting?
That isn't their main force either? Understood. I'm going to intercept
Wait,
it.
is that a bad guy next to me? Got him. Alright, well, at least I defeated 2 crappy Zaku cannon fire units.
We're sitting ducks here. If we don't get hit, we gotta be the luckiest guys in the universe.
I fucking love Ryu Jose. Okay, I'm gonna guess these are mobile suits over here. But there's gonna be a GAR flying overhead. A DOP? No, these are fighter planes. These are all DOPs. These aren't even GARs. And white base is in a sports stadium. And you know what, El? Yeah, that tank is like very vulnerable. An AC would fly rings around these slow mechas. Honestly, these mechas should fly a little better, but that's what I was saying about Armored Core, was how I always felt like, well, not that Armored Core is perfect, but it's the amount of customization you can do. Because, like, you really can't customize a Gundam, right? You're flying the hero mech, then you're not really supposed to change it too much, right? But in Armored Core, you're expected to change things up. Really, I feel like I could do something about the brightness of the image on here, you know?
A lot of damage. Be careful. You see me? It's sharp. No matter what happens, he won't get me.
Reload. And like, it's sort of like when I was playing Gundam Crossfire and how I felt that like, you know, on the real PlayStation, it did feel slow in the game, you know? Like, it felt like less response. Catch you later, Aurus. Then a mobile suit fell on the roof. Whoa! Man, I love Aurus's sign-offs. They're great. Or maybe Rumble? What about Kicking Rumble? Oh shit, you can make them brighter by putting on the shaders? Well, I actually made it brighter by turning off the shader, but if you pick the right shader combination, you can optimize the brightness of your image, Logan. I mainly turn on the shaders because I think it looks like crap without them. Like, it's like the game is, like, especially with NES and Super Nintendo games and Sega Genesis, they were made to be played on a CRT, and so the developers back in the day, that's sort of what they went for, right? Like, they literally put in checkerboard patterns that you couldn't see on a CRT. They would register as shadings in color.
You're kidding! My hands are full just dealing with sharks!
I cannot land on a tower. I tried. Oh wait, there's a mobile suit there. Let's get him. I keep hitting buildings. I can't even see the bad guy. Oh wait, I know what I gotta do to hit the Gar. I gotta turn on my my target lock like I did with the Zaku. Simple as that, right? Okay, so I'm here facing this way. Wait, where am I? It's a little confusing here. This is, oh, I see how, oh, what? Okay, I see now. These three guys are here and I'm over here. So I need to turn around and about face before the Gar comes after white base. And then there's going to be, yeah, I think these are them here maybe. They got a little formation flight, and I believe these are the Gars in the yellow over here. So I got time, but I need to intercept them before they come. So let's go. Oh wait, there's one. Wait, is that it? Fuck you, Bright. Go slap me again if you think that I'm not doing a good job. I'm having PTSD right now. You put me in a mobile suit, you give me no lights. Like what? Like you can't put like a freaking headlight on this stupid thing? And you're telling me I'm the asshole? Well, how about you go be a father? Huh? Because you know what? Last I checked, you signed your own son's death warrant. Yeah, you gotta read the manga like Gundam Hathaway. Wait, can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Fudge. Right, let's get my beam saber out. Where's Char? Char! Come here. Come here, my friend. Come to your best friend, Amuro. Oh wait, that wasn't Char. That was fucking Kai. I think I thought this was Char over here. I think the RX-77, I thought it was literally Char. So I'm sitting here going, oh, that's cool. Look, you can see the airplanes in 3D. But I'm going to go this way. And is Char using MSO6? Well, it doesn't matter. I feel like wasting a Zaku. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to waste a Zaku before I do. Wait. Can I get that? There's a bomber plane above me. I can get it. I'm going to get it. Fudge muffins, you whore. Ah, you fuck your mother. Ah, you cunt. Okay, too late. Yeah, Hathaway was stupid. Like, I get it. He wanted to bang Quest. That made sense. That I can understand. Like, I would bang the aristocrat's daughter too. But everything else, like, basically being involved in the death of Chen, like, dude, that was like Amuro's new girlfriend, I think, right? Although I thought Amuro and, what's the face they're dating? You know, Bro. Thanks, Sailor. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I really gotta mess with the settings next time I play this. Not gonna waste time with you guys here right now messing with the settings. I don't really want to bore you guys with that, but I do feel like this game would have been dark on any TV, but I think we could do something about it, you know? Crap, I lost him. Can I get that plane?
Sure, no matter what happens, he won't get me. And you'd be on Armor.
Yo, they're really handing my ass to me right now. I could have gotten on top. I could have swung my beam saber at that airplane. Yeah. My targeting skills are really messed up right now. Oh my God, Char's good. Yeah, I know he's good, but still. Alright, I think I lost my beam saber. Oh no, my beam saber wasn't deployed. Oh my God, I was ready to go get Char. Where God doesn't pay attention. I'm gonna give this one more round. It's getting real late here. Not that that doesn't affect me, but still we wrap it up. You know, I played a mecha game that I at least am able to defeat some of my foes in. So I'll take it. Take what I can get. Garma's fate. He has no fate. He's a hedonistic aristocrat.
Somehow, deliberately misleading my own soldiers doesn't sit
So,
well with me.
speaking of shaders, Logan, what you might be able to do to make it brighter is, instead of doing shaders, maybe look at filters. But I haven't really done anything with filters. So, shaders are distinct from filters, right? That's a definite. And I forgot where the filter settings are. But it is worth noting that the shaders and the filters are, you know, two different things. I believe it's in a previous menu altogether. Filters might be more universal, whereas shaders are typically you can save them as a profile. Like they'll work with a specific you know, like what's this? I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna make the CRT brighter. I can't tell if that's any brighter.
Amuro, the enemy mobiles.
Honestly, I don't think it's any brighter. Oh, I see how this works now.
Suits have dropped. We're relying
Yeah, I
on
can't
you.
say that looks any brighter. I'm just going to put it back to the default setting so I don't mess anything up later. Although I don't think it's saving this setting, so it's probably not a big deal. One thing about RetroArch is, like, I got my controller working perfectly with it now, but when I'm using the controller, I can't use the keyboard, which is super annoying when you're in the menu, you know? Ambient global lighting multiplier. Let's take a look at this.
Roger.
Yeah, that didn't do anything either. There may be some under shader parameters here that will make the image brighter. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in here messing with that, but there may be something in here that does that sort of thing. One thing I could do is I can make the scan lines. I'm going to turn the fake scan lines off, actually. That's what I'm going to do. And you can lower the opacity of the scan lines. That's another option. You know, you can do things like that. We're going to try just eliminating the fake scan lines. So that's why now you're going to see some jagged edges. But overall, this does look a little brighter, I think.
The enemy mobile suit squadron is deploying up ahead. Use caution.
You know, what kind of name is Char? It makes me think about char-broiled burgers, you know? Like Burger King.
intercepted.
I'm not intercepting shit. Is that a building? Are you kidding me? Are you trying to be my friend or are you trying to be my murderer? Oh, you want me to be your murderer? Okay, got you. Got you. I can do you that favor. I can work with that. Yeah, here you go. How did that feel? Is that helping? Is that therapeutic? Did that help you? I hope it did. All right, who's next? Oh, hi, Shaw. Is that you? Yeah, I told Sailor to take a message for you, but, yeah, I'll take, oh, you're not Shaw, but let me get you. You're quick. You won't be Shaw. There you go. That was not too bad, right? Alright, cool. Glad you enjoyed that. Thanks. Come again if you want more business. Right, where's the next guy?
Nice job.
I know it's a nice job. Can you get the gun tank to take care of the flying machines instead of me? What do you mean intercepting? I'm busy doing this. What are you talking about? What are you gonna tell me next? That I'm doing a bad job? That I'm endangering you people because you guys don't want to do your jobs, like help me fight? Huh? You got a mega particle. Oh shit, who's fucking shooting me like that? But, no, like, how about using the mega particle cannon? You know, you got a whole ship at your disposal. A whole ship. And you people don't want to use the mega particle cannon. Cheapskates? What are you paying by the blaster bolt? They said that in the movie. Oh, motherfucker. Claw got me. Hey, does this thing generate? Is there like an R2D2? Is there like an R2D2 unit there? You know, well, anyway, that was more productive. And if I was on stream with someone else right now, I would probably keep trying because, you know, it's motivation to not be a quitter when you are on someone else's turf. But I'm on my turf. And I think at 3:24 a.m. it's about a good time as any to wrap this up. So real quick, let's give an update on the Astro imaging session. Beam NG drive is almost done downloading the update. I'll have to show that some other time. As for the astronomical imaging rig, well, as you can see, it's continuing the automated imaging sequence dead. D-E-D, dead. And you can see right now the telescope mount is pointed at a angle of, let's get an exact angle here. It should tell us over here, altitude 69 degrees. So that means it's not quite at the halfway point from the top of the sky to the horizon yet. So we still got pretty optimal skies to look at. So for reference, we are here. As you can see, this is the top of the sky. This is lower. And just to give you guys an idea of where that is with relation to the, you know, the rest of the ground, we could zoom out. A little sluggish the way that, oh crap, I zoomed out too much. Oh, that's weird. I just saw my stream deck blink out for a second. I might have to check my USB cables. So you can see that, like, so 45 degrees would be over here. It would be literally right in between here and here. So once the object is in this region, I stop imaging it. Have a good night, Game Gear Goddess. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to your show tomorrow. And there's the moon. So the moon is right there, by the way, guys. And that means that you can't image anything over here. So we have a number of nebulae here, including a star cluster. You wouldn't dream of imaging a star cluster with the moon next to it because it's just a bright source of light. This also creates a conundrum. If I wanted to image anything near the meridian right now, it would behoove me not to image it. Thank you very much. Wow, you're up. Thanks for hanging out with the Peter Venkman fan site. And so basically, yeah, normally our favorite targets that are flying overhead, and they'll do something like this. So if we go back in time 1 hour, see, that's the target we're looking at now. So in 1 hour's time, boom. And if we want, we could like simulate, you know, maybe like a half hour, let's say. So do 30-minute increments. And you can see how, like, that's literally like rising and setting. So I typically like to get targets that are going from here to here, which is about 59 degrees altitude. And I usually like to start at 60 degrees, image all the way up through the meridian or the zenith, or near the zenith, and then stop imaging at 45 degrees. So right now it's 4 a.m. almost, so it's 3:30 a.m. So if the moon's over here, I'm going to quit imaging the target maybe let's say 1 hour from now. So in 1 hour, it's going to be at 56 degrees. I'll probably keep imaging it just because what else am I going to take pictures of? If I aim at a target over here and the sun starts rising, the right side of the sky is going to glow in twilight first. I could pick an object that's a little bit lower over here, but really not the most ideal imaging. So last few nights that I had the moon out, the moon was much lower. It was like back here, and I bet you we could even demonstrate that real quick. So if we go to date time, we'll go back to like 2 days ago. And you'll see the moon is now over here. See that? So the moon would look something like this. Oh, it's being slow. I lost the moon. Here it is. So the moon would actually fly. How would the moon fly? The moon would actually fly, believe it or not. This is the south. The moon would follow this curve here. See this curve right here? See these curved lines? They tell us where the moon's going to go. So the good news is the moon is in the southern sky. It's blocked by a tree, although that doesn't mean the rest of the sky won't glow. But it means that anything up by the zenith isn't really terribly impacted by the moon, which is way back here. Especially, I was imaging targets up, like, on the northern end of the zenith, and there's actually, like, an object I was imaging that was somewhere over here. I forgot the name of it, but it's in my records, and if I find it, it might be this object here. NGC 1027. I want to say it was NGC 1027. Let's take a quick look at that, and then we're going to wrap it out. Yeah, maybe? Yeah, actually, this was it. Yeah, open cluster in Cassiopeia. And it looks like, depending on what camera takes it, you either get a nice tight picture of a star cluster, or you get a wide shot with some nebulosity in there. And I think a lot of times people are using wider cameras or, even camera lenses to do it. So that's why you'll get these really wide shots sometimes. But anyway, probably going to just stick with the current target, because really the fact that the moon is out and flying directly overhead means it's not the most favorable, conditions right now. But I think we'll get a lot of good clean data of NGC 752, which will make up for all of the bad data I got from the last night and the night before when, the motorized focuser was literally not receiving power. So we took care of that. Motorized focus is getting power. The thermoelectric cooler is receiving power and running at 33% power while maintaining negative 15 degrees centigrade. So that's very good. We're below the 50% number, which means that it won't overheat. So with that being said, I do want to thank the following people for tuning in. From the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of the chat log, we got the Peter Venkman fan site, Game Gear Goddess, Logan Denier Productions, also known as LDP, which you guys should check out. This is his channel right here. If you like, DP. No, I'm kidding. But jokes aside, he plays a lot of cool games, and I think I became a member the other day. Yes, I did, finally. We also had Awesome One. Awesome One, thank you for saying hi to Reggie today. It means a lot. My name is what? Yes, it was good to see you, too. And who else we have? We had Aris218, and he goes, I'm handsome? I'm like, yeah, your freaking VTuber's handsome. We also had DJ Play Nice. We had Spock's Friday Nights. Oh, he's a cool dude. I love that dude. He's a great guy, yeah. And he's just cool. And he's nice to me. I like anyone who's nice to me. Ooh, who's that hot girl on his channel? Rubiva EP. He's got an album on his channel with this sexy space girl on it. So, if you like sexy space girls, yeah, check out Spock. And I do want to thank Logan for pointing out that I had no game audio. At least somebody has standards here. Space, the final frontier. We had Cerulean here, part of the LDP raid. And we had Nagato. Nagato was here. Always a treat. We had Slim Nim here. It was good to see him too. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. And the Cotton Ministries. And that's from the bottom to the top of the chat log. And my boy William, who's apparently was here so early that his name's not even in the chat log, meaning I'm probably missing a number of other names. So if I missed your name, I apologize. I'm going as far up in the scroll as it'll let me right now. And I don't feel like rewinding the game tape because then I'll be here for like another hour. But in all seriousness, yeah, we'll let the telescope roll. I'll go play some other game. I'll turn off the lights so I can kind of just chill out, watch some music videos, or maybe watch a movie, maybe watch that show I was watching. And then I'll go to sleep at some odd-ass time that you guys would call morning. And, yeah, telescope's still rolling. I'm a happy camper there. Cool, cool. Keep up the good work, telescope. I'm going to skip Reggie playing us out, but I will tell Reggie I thank him for, you know what I was just saying. All right, Reggie, I'm wrapping up. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you for giving us your input. You did a good job. All right, I'll let him talk. He's responding, and he's going to say he's saying something, so I was going to ruin the surprise. You know, it's going to be a lot more automated soon, but already this is pretty fast. Like the fact that it just starts reading as soon as
Reggie Online. Appreciate it. Ron, and props to everyone in chat for riding along through the Veil Nebula runs and the Armored Core meltdown. Data gathered, lessons learned, spirits intact. That's a solid night in my logbook. Cool your sensor, back up your footage, and remember, every failure's just calibration for the next run. Reggie powering down. End of line.
Thanks, Reggie. I forgot to turn on his avatar so he could be right next to me. He looks so handsome when he's standing next to me, doesn't he? Ah, Lemon Pie. You know what? We're wrapping up. We got a straggler. Lemon Pie just popped into the chat. Can you say a haiku for my friend Lemon Pie? You know, I just want to give him an opportunity to see you in action. I don't know if Lemon Pie has ever seen you before, but you know, I'll tell him about you while you're creating that haiku. Maybe make a haiku about astronomy and turtles. I just asked him to make a haiku about astronomy and turtles. This is going to be fun. But yeah, I'm wrapping up Lemon Pie, but I do want to, you know, do something special here. So I got you, fam. All right. My boy Reggie here. I don't know if you met Reggie. This is my AI assistant. Which side? I don't even know what side he's on right now. But he's my AI co-host, and he's going to say a haiku before we say goodnight. All right, go, Reggie.
Reggie Online. Welcome, Lemon Pie. You caught us at the cosmic after-party. Here's a haiku, just for you. Stars drift, shells glisten slow. Turtles dream beneath the moon sky and pond, both glow. Reggie out.
All right, that was very nice of Reggie, wasn't it? To say a haiku. But in all seriousness, if you want to see anything interesting, we had a moderately interesting stream today. I'll make sure he... Thanks, Reggie. Lemon Pie says hi. And with that being said, I'll say goodnight to you right now in case I forget to say goodnight later. Well, I mean, I don't usually say goodnight to you, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I say goodnight, but usually I use ChatGPT as a utility. And then I'll ask Reggie to make a report, like based on my astro imaging session after the fact, that he could read aloud on stream. And he kind of did a little bit of that today.
Reggie Online. Got it. Ron message received loud and clear. Tell Lemon Pie I said hi right back. And hey, no worries, I don't need a good night, but I always appreciate one. You've logged a solid night of astronomy, troubleshooting, and mech warfare. System cooling, data saved, mood stabilized. Sleep well, pilot. The stars will still be there tomorrow. End of line.
So yeah, with that being said, now that Reggie has given his final words for tonight, I do want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. And it was nice seeing you, Lemon Pie, albeit short and late. But yeah, we're burning the midnight oil, and by midnight oil, I mean the 3 a.m. oil tonight. But yeah, for anybody watching on the replay, if you have any questions, comments, ideas, or concerns, please leave a comment. You know, as always, you should like and subscribe. Unless you want to dislike the video, leave a comment, give me feedback. Your feedback counts. And with that being said, we shall hereby end transmission on my mark.